Take this damn parade. Who cares? Joe, there's a 2-mile wait to get past the damn green line.
Anyone who gets hit by a bear in the neighborhood, call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was at a hoop.
Welcome in 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray with you tonight till 11 o'clock. Full show as we're getting closer to the opening night of the NFL season, which begins tomorrow. We'll tell you where I will be tomorrow night so you can join us on that. Should be some good stuff going on. A lot to get into. Red Sox news today. Of course, Roman Anthony's the big story. Touch on that in a few minutes. A lot of Patriot stuff out there. Kraft's talking today. Stephon Diggs spoke as well. And what is the status of Christian Gonzalez? And I did want to look at Josh McDaniels and his impact versus the Raiders this week and what it could mean for the New England Patriots. So we'll lead it off there at 617-779-0985. We're on YouTube as well. Going to pop on YouTube right now. Just go to youtube.com, search 98.5 The Sports Hub, and then you can watch live. I see it right now. Everyone's in there. Prince Humperdink's in there. Nation's in there. Now we got Ryan and Malden in there. TJM, a lot of people, the Nation as well. So just go right there. You can watch the show right here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. So, opening take presented by Super Service today, Massachusetts' #1 provider for residential and commercial plumbing, heating, cooling, and drain cleaning. Day or night, always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com. And, well, the news finally came out on Roman Anthony dealing with an oblique injury. He'll be out 4 to 6 weeks. Not the best timing for the Red Sox. Of course, he's been one of the best hitters, just got Rookie of the Month. Since his call-up, he's batted over 300. He's got 6 home runs. He's been one of the better additions around the league. But the Red Sox will have to finish off the regular season and maybe the season without him. He's heading to the DL, or the IL, and it's not good. Alice Cora today mentioned it's a left oblique strain. It's going to the IL. 4 weeks left in the regular season. Means his regular season's probably over. I don't know what his postseason availability would be. If the Red Sox even get there, I think they should, but now it's in question, right? And then what's his recovery? He suffered the injury last night on a check swing. He was visibly upset, and we'll let you hear what he said after the game as well. But a huge blow for the Boston Red Sox, right? They just gave him a big-time extension. Since June, he's batted .292 in 71 games with 8 home runs and 32 RBI, and he has 48 runs scored. He's just absolutely dominated that leadoff position. The Red Sox are now going to try to find a way to replace what he's done in his presence. I feel like we needed a Jordan Hicks sounder at some point whenever he does something or enters the game, which he has, but we'll get into that in a minute here. But now, just to put this out there, they're without Wilyer Abreu, too, who hasn't run. So they're without Abreu, Anthony. We'll get into Garrett Crochet in a second here, but, one of the better offensive players in the game. The Red Sox lost that guy. I'm sure they're dejected. I'm sure tonight, having the opener in there, to me, this feels like a scheduled loss tonight. We'll see what the Bats can do. But the Bats were already struggling. Now, last night, they had a nice little comeback win. It was a very nice win. The ace didn't have it. You fought back. Ceddanne Rafaela again with big hits. Trevor Story, Jarren Duran. Let's see what they can do right now. But the blow to Anthony's huge. Can the Red Sox keep it rolling? I wanted to bring up Garrett Crochet, who's been struggling. His last 30 innings pitched, he's given up 30 hits. The biggest concern, though, is the 8 home runs he keeps giving up. It's a bad time for this. I wanted to give you some of the records for the Red Sox before and after calling up Roman Anthony. They were 32 and 35 before calling him up. Since then, they're 46 and 27. He's led the team in average, on base percentage, OPS. They've lost that in their lineup. Here's my take. Yes, Crochet will still be here, but maybe he's fading. I don't know. Maybe Bayo, Giolito, you're still in good shape with those guys. And you still got your back end of the bullpen with Whitlock and Chapman. It's time. It is time for Alex Bregman to be the man, the money man, the $40 million man. They paid this guy the money to be competitive in October. They paid this guy to be the difference maker. He's also the guy that they basically brought in to move on from Rafael Devers. They are going to need a huge finish from Alex Bregman. It's time for people to step up. Trevor Story's been doing it, probably comeback player of the year. Jarren Duran's giving you what he can. But of late, Alex Bregman hasn't been carrying his weight. He's 4 for his last 37. Joe Math, that's a 108 average. The Red Sox should be a playoff team. Their odds certainly changed today. I'll give you those coming up in a little bit. But now it's time for Alex Bregman to be that money guy. And I know he's dealing with a thigh injury, and he's tailed off. And he's been lucky to have Roman Anthony batting in front of him. I don't know what they do when it comes to the lineup with Bregman, but they're going to need more. And he has to be the guy that they rely on. Maybe there's somebody else. Maybe they get a nice little surge from Rafaela again. But he's batting second tonight. Nate Eaton is going to be the leadoff hitter now. But now with Roman Anthony out, I'm putting the pressure on Alex Bregman. And this just is, when you think about it, has he been solid? Yes. Did I have higher expectations? Absolutely. But now, in a pennant race, fighting for the playoffs without one of your best hitters, he has to be the guy. The pressure is on him. And I'm curious how he responds to all of this. But not an ideal time for the Red Sox to have one of their best players go down. Absolutely brutal news on the Roman Anthony front. I do want to get into a little bit more on that. I also wanted to break down Garrett Crochet and just what's happening with him. Last night was brutal. He got tagged last night. And his last couple of starts, he's starting, I don't want to say where, but his last few starts, he's showing signs of it, certainly. Real quick, the Red Sox tonight went with an opener. They were supposed to have Kyle Harrison. That didn't work out. He's got an ankle injury. Dustin May was supposed to be in there as well. But when you have to bring Jordan Hicks in a game in the first inning, you're already out. The game's already over. You lost Roman Anthony. Like, tonight's a scheduled loss, and they're already down 4-0. The Jordan Hicks experiment should be over by now.
Jordan Hicks is awful. Like, he's just straight up not good at baseball. He's not good at throwing baseballs. He's not good at having any idea where they're going. It's DFA. You know, I know he's got money, whatever. He's worse than Walker Buehler.
Bring Toro back just to throw. For real.
Like Cooper Criswell. Like
anybody.
Maybe he was banged up still. I don't know, but
anybody but Jordan Hicks.
I am all set with. I've been all set with Jordan Hicks. Tonight kind of reaffirms all of that, but I don't ever need to see Jordan Hicks pitch for the Red Sox
right?
again.
Should we just shut this thing off?
Done. U.S. Open's on.
Well,
I don't know.
Put that on. Right?
Something else.
Wrestling. What do we got tonight?
Yeah, Wednesday night. Why not? Jordan Hicks is just bad. He doesn't do anything well.
See Rafael Devers last night?
Yeah, very fired up.
Oh. Funny how the season changed. When Devers was gone, Roman came up. Now Roman's down, and who's coming back up? Rafael Devers. I think the guy is Bregman. We'll get into that coming up on the other side. That's the voice of Scaz. We got our intern Mark here tonight, too, as well. We'll take a quick break. 617-779-0985. This is my annual fantasy football draft with my friends that I will not be able to do again. So I'm putting the intern on the spot tonight. Putting him on the spot. He's going to handle that. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Tom Brady had one in 2016 that really hampered him. These things are hard to come back from. They're a month, at least a month. So he's done for the year now. He got Rookie of the Week. And the only person I can point to now the team to lean on is Alex Bregman, who has struggled of late. I mentioned his last 36 at-bats, he's batting over 100. They need more from him. I know he's been able to, I don't want to say that he's gotten off scot-free, but the injury hasn't helped him. They need more. $40 million guy, you want to think about the future, that option, etc. They need more from him. They got him for moments like this to lean on him to get into the playoffs. So I'm extra hard on him right now. I want to see more from Bregman. The other guy you got to see more from is Garrett Crochet, and I don't know what they're going to do about that. At this point, I don't know if you can skip starts or, I don't know how to handle that one. But I'll give you a couple of numbers. Garrett Crochet this season has given up 20 home runs. He gave up 4 on Tuesday. He's given up 8 in his last 5 starts. Now, when it comes to rest, I think they should consider maybe giving him the extra day. When he has 4 days rest, his ERA this season is 3.48. His last 2 starts were on 4 days rest. He went 10 straight starts of the last 5 days rest. So it was 10 straight starts of at least 5 days rest for 10 straight starts before the Baltimore outing. When he has 5 days of rest this year, he has a 2.29 ERA. When he has 6 days or more, his ERA is 2.50. So clearly, the every 4 or 5 days thing isn't working. In his last 7 starts, he's thrown 43 innings. He's given up 10 home runs. His ERA is 4.19. He's giving up 2 home runs per game. In his first 21 starts this season, he gave up 10 home runs. He threw 135 innings. His ERA was 2.19. And he wasn't giving up any home runs. Do you see the correlation there? They need to give that guy 5 days. The numbers prove it. For a team that's so damn analytical. You don't know the difference between 4 days and 5 days when it comes to Garrett Crochet? So I don't know if I should be concerned. How about you just give him 5 days? How about for the rest of the year, he doesn't pitch on anything else besides 5 days of rest? I mean, it's just the numbers. Aren't you guys numbers guys? Since the start of June, the Red Sox had 33 wins. That is first in the American League, second in baseball to the Brewers. Their starters ERA, first in the American League, 3.63, third in all of Major League Baseball. It's been Bayo. It's been Giolito. I know Giolito had that one bad start. They can't see Roman go down and Crochet starting to fade. It's bad timing. It's not good. And the guy to lean on at this point, Alex Bregman. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. Skaz, am I being too hard on Alex Bregman? Shouldn't this be the time where you need to see more from him, considering he's batting 100 and Roman Anthony's been somewhat the story, bailing him out at times?
I think it's fair to want more from Alex Bregman, especially now. I wonder what. Yeah, I know they had Nate Eaton, I believe, leading off tonight. I wonder what the lineup's going to look like going forward with Lowe and Bregman and Duran. I think you'll see Duran leading off again, maybe at times, but they got to find a way to get Lowe and Bregman, I think, together in that lineup. They have no protection for anybody really now with Willier out as well. So, yeah, this is why Alex Bregman is here. This is why you gave him $40 million a year. If there's no excuse for this team to, not make the playoffs at this point, but if they're really going to compete for the division and that first wild card, you need Alex Bregman to be Alex Bregman and not bat, 100 like you mentioned over the last, what was it, a couple weeks or week. So Alex Bregman, that's a big one. Crochet, I'm not as worried about. I heard Jared and Maz talk about it a little bit, that he's tired. Give him a couple extra days. His velocity's still there, but it's a location thing, not a velocity thing. So that makes me feel a little bit better about Crochet. If it was a velocity thing, I think that's much more concerning as we get deeper into the season. But yeah, this is why these guys are here, and this is why the trade deadline and the Devers return is as bad as, I don't think it's overreacting to go back to those things and look at this team and say, if you got actual, MLB players, any substance at all for Rafael Devers, I know you wanted to just get out of the contract, but if you got any semblance of talent at all from that trade that was on your major league roster, maybe you're in a better spot now with Roman Anthony out of the lineup. And if you did more at the deadline, maybe Garrett Crochet, you'd feel better about pushing him back from starts. You'd have another arm that could give Crochet some rest down the stretch, or at least, you'd feel better. You wouldn't have to go with Brennan Bernardino and Jordan Hicks tonight, and it's 7-0 in the second inning or whatever it is. So, yeah, I think it's not a good week for the Red Sox, not a good week for Craig Breslow. I think the deadline and the Devers return should not be overlooked when it comes to stuff like this, because the Red Sox are, paper thin. They have no depth, no real depth. David Hamilton and Nate Eaton are not depth.
Do you think they need Duran now, or they should have traded him?
Well, I mean, you certainly need him now if he wasn't in this lineup. Not that he's been, lighting the world on fire recently, but that...
But did they make the right... right now, does it look like the right choice?
I don't know what was there for Durant. I don't think you were getting Joe Ryan for a package that was, highlighted by Durant. So I don't think that was happening anyways. I think they're better off holding on to him when it got to that point and trying to make a real push. For me, the second guess isn't not trading Durant. It's keeping Durant and not adding more. That if you're going to keep Durant, you're making a playoff push. You're going for it. And they didn't do enough. So that's where the frustration comes from for me.
So I don't want to do this Devers thing right now. But Bregman and Roman Anthony combined since the trade. 281 average, 19 home runs, 65 RBI. Do you know what Rafael Devers is? 279, 28, 82. I mean, it's hard to say they're a better team without him, but it's certainly addition by subtraction, no doubt about it. But, those numbers, one guy versus two guys, staggering. On Crochet, he's now pitched 178 innings this season. He entered the year having pitched 219 innings in his entire career from 2020 to 2024. My bad. Those Bregman Anthony numbers are from the beginning of the season, because those are Devers' total numbers. Doesn't matter. It's combined. Look at there's a huge difference there. Anyways, Crochet's now at a 4.38 since August 5th in 8 starts. The previous 9 starts, he was 2.58. And, the 13 starts before that, he was 1.98. The Joe Murray research team has come up with those numbers. We'll take a break. Bomb Joe Murray. What's going on with the Patriots? What's up with Gonzo? There's a lot of stuff that's happened in the last few hours regarding the Patriots I think we should touch back up on. Red Sox are in action. I'll tell you what the score is right now in Sports Hub Headlines.
Sports Hub Headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Red Sox trail 7-0 right now. Jordan Hicks gave up a lot of runs. He pitched a third of an inning. 4 earned, 1 strikeout, 1 home run. Bernardino got the start. Steven Matz, 7-0. We'll move on. The Patriots' first injury report is out. Stephon Diggs not on the injury report, so that's good. So it looks like he'll be ready to go week 1, and we'll get into that coming up in just a little bit here. Elijah Vera Tucker out for the year for the Jets. Been dealing with had a second opinion, and he is now done for the season. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off an extra through oil change at Valvoline and Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray.
But again, I'll remind you of what we talked about as far as when I try to make decisions about players and returning. One, can they make it worse? One, can they, two, protect themselves? We can all say what we want about this game, but it's violent. And can you protect yourself? And can you do your job up to the standard that we expect and that the player is used to? So those are the things that I've tried to use when making decisions. Maybe I'll add some to that, but that's what I've tried to use in my other experience in this position.
So, I hate fantasy football. I hate it. It's the worst. I never know who to take. I never know how to log in. But anyways, we carry on. You got something for me back there, Scuzz?
No, we were just critical of your T. Higgins pick, that's all.
Well, I asked Jake.
I know, Jake didn't like it.
It was either Bucky Irving or T. Higgins.
You could have done worse, I guess.
Well, I have either Chase Brown, James Cook, or Amarian Hampton coming up.
I'd lean Chase Brown there.
Or I could take Tyreek Hill or Ladd McConkey.
I wouldn't touch Tyreek this year.
Yeah.
He might get a game without Gonzo in 2 weeks, though.
Can you believe that? Hey! That's me. I'm on the clock, so you know who I'm going to take? James Cook, baby! Took James Cook. All right, I digress. How about Mike Vrabel talking about Christian Gonzalez not being available? I don't know the status with Gonzalez. He ain't playing this week, and the betting line's already moving in that direction, 2.5. So just wait on that one. It's not a good week to go without him with those safeties. I've talked about this multiple times. I mentioned it last night. I think they're at a disadvantage. And Brock Bowers, oh, baby. Are you going to have some sort of scheme where Carlton Davis kind of follows him around? We'll ask Alex Barth coming up in a little bit. But not good. And starting out this way isn't great. And maybe it's Vrabel trying to throw his way into things and the way he wants players to play, even if they are maybe not as skilled. But I wanted to look at it a little bit differently this week. Mike Dixon, he works over at out in Vegas, and he said that this will be a revenge game for the New England Patriots and their offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels. He was fired on Halloween while trick-or-treating with his kids in Las Vegas. I believe he'll be deep in his bag. He knows the defense. He knows Max Crosby. He does have a lot of motivation. Drake May, there's a lot of pressure on him. Anybody thought of it like that? This could be the revenge game for Josh McDaniels? Hey, I'm critical of all offensive coordinators, and damn it, I was right. Now, do I think Alex Van Pelt was a pretty good QB coach? I do. Offensive coordinator, different story. This is now Josh McDaniels' offense with a fullback doing what he likes in his scheme, etc. And it is him versus the Raiders. It is him versus that group that was smoked blunts and cigars. I'll say cigars. After they fired him. The Patriots have issues on defense right now. Their secondary is an issue. And I'm sure their offensive line will be an issue, and he's in charge to fix that thing. But if that defense is at a disadvantage, there's nobody more important to the New England Patriots this weekend than Josh McDaniels. I'm already critical of him. I don't like what Drake May is doing at the line. But can it work against the Raiders this week? And I think offensively it can. Patriots have struggled at home. I've given you all those numbers. Mike Vrabel has started season slow. We all know that. And Pete Carroll always has his teams ready to go in week one. Always. 11-7 in his career. I believe Vrabel's 2-4 out of the gate in week one. This could be about or will be about Josh McDaniels versus the Raiders defense. I'm intrigued by it. Can it be the revenge game? I'm in on that. 617-779-0985. Justin Zinlin, what's up,
Hey,
Justin?
Joe, how you doing?
Good, buddy.
I'm just concerned with the Roman Anthony injury, and I just don't want him to go to a downfall when, the playoffs hit here. Also, I'm concerned about the Patriots not having Christian Gonzalez, and I'm concerned because I had them for 10 wins this year, and I'm more concerned now on that total. Now with the roster, it's going to go down a little bit, I think.
All right. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate you. Thanks, Justin, for listening. All right, guys, I'm on the clock. Breece Hall, DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery, or do I go with Marvin Harris and DK Metcalf?
I go Swift. There's no competition in that Bears running back room.
Thank you.
A yearly tradition.
Unlike any other. Tom. He's in Natick. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
I'm all right.
So the Red Sox are just kind of maddening to watch. They basically did nothing at the trade deadline. They needed pitching and they got nothing. The owners checked out. I don't know what Core is doing management wise. And then they just throw somebody out on the mound, and some nights it's great. And the next night, somebody you think should do well just craps the bed on you.
Yeah, crap. What would you do?
I turned around and they're down 7-0, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and now what are you still going to watch?
Well, of course we're going to watch, but
what are you drinking?
That's beside the point.
What are you drinking or eating? I hear.
I get a little.
I hear glass.
Oh yeah. Just a little bit of wine.
Ah, what kind of red, white? What are we doing?
We got red, straight out of the box. It's a Merlot.
Ooh, boxed wine, huh?
Yeah.
So that's how you're celebrating the 7-0 defeat.
Well, no. So we started with the antipasta came before the game. So we had the toasted baguettes and
I love
little
baguettes.
tomato, little olive oil, salt, pepper, prosciutto.
Uh-huh.
So had that, and obviously that goes with the wine, and the wine's continued, and the pasta will follow. But for now, I got to drown my sorrows because here we are.
Do you think they can come back like they did last night tonight without Roman Anthony?
I mean, they could, but there's no rhyme or reason to it. If there's no making baseball sense of it, they have all those nerds. But I've heard a rumor that Brazil's an effing stiff.
We're close.
Yeah, I think that one could have gone.
It was close. I have heard those rumors too, sir.
Box wine and an antipasta.
Dude.
What a Wednesday.
Back in the day of boxed wine, dude.
Slap in the bag.
A huge handle of Carlo Rossi. I know our intern, I don't think he knows anything. You're not 21 yet, are you?
He's 21.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Good for you. Have you been to McGrath's yet in Hyde Park? No. He goes to Curry, that's why I ask. Where would you go? Where do you guys go?
Hillside, I'm being told. Oh, Joe's on the clock.
All right. I should go wide receiver, right? Because I have two running backs. DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, Cortland Sutton, Calvin Ridley, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle. My running backs would be Breece Hall, Tony Pollard, David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, RJ Harvey, Isaiah Pacheco, Jalen Warren.
I think at wide receiver.
Tight ends, I have Sam Laporta, TJ Hawkinson, Njoku. Probably should get a tight end, huh?
Who needs him?
Okay, so let's go flex. DJ Moore, Breece Hall, Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers or Sutton, maybe. If you're a Bo Nix guy. Oh, I hear the clock's winding down.
I took Sutton. Take a quick break. Hey, what did Kraft was talking about Belichick today?
Oh, yeah.
Can we hear some of that? Let's do
With,
that next.
Danny Roach, I believe.
Oh, Roachy. I was with Roachy last week. Great guy. Gave me a food recommendation, too. Told me where to go to get a chicken parm because,
Best place to get a chicken parm, Joe.
it's where you got to know where to go get a chicken parm. All right, we'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening.
careers were over playing and coaching. And when Bill's coaching career ends, we look forward to sitting down with him and having a statue made to be right next to Tommy.
After unveiling a bronze statue for Tom Brady outside Gillette, Robert Kraft shared his hope that he'll have company in the future in the form of a Bill Belichick statue. Of course, 6 Super Bowls between the both of them. Kraft and Belichick announced their split in January of 2024. Kraft's remarks about a future statue for Belichick come 4 days before the team opens the season against the Raiders. It'll be their first game under head coach Mike Vrabel. Vrabel played, of course, for the Patriots and for Belichick. Is this the most humble we've heard Robert Kraft? Was the Bill Belichick losing the feeling for Kraft, or does Kraft now feel bad for Bill Belichick? There's 4 days to go. The season starts on Sunday, but we still have Kraft and Belichick? We're still doing this? Is this about a humbling? Is this humble pie? Is this Kraft feeling bad and wants to look like the good guy? What is it? We're still getting Kraft and Belichick. And now we're talking statues. All around the world, statues crumble for me. Who knows how long I loved you. They plan to have a Bill Belichick statue in or out. We got an hour to go for that one. Skaz, in or out on a Bill Belichick statue?
I'm in. I mean, how can you not have a Bill Belichick statue?
Who cares?
It should already be done.
It was all Brady. Why do we need a statue? Why?
Greatest coach of all time. With Tom Brady.
Why do we need another statue? Why? How big would his statue be? All right, guys, I'm on the clock. The running backs are falling big time. We do have Zay Flowers still on the board. Should I go Zay again? I almost took him last time.
I mean, a lot of talent there.
Or do I go back to a tight end? Evan Ingram, Tyler Warren. What do you think? Receiver?
I'd go Ingram or Flowers there.
What team's Ingram on? Denver?
He's on Denver. Should get a lot of targets.
I already got Sutton, though.
Yeah, you don't want to double up.
I don't like that. I went Zay Flowers. Now we need... So, Bill, who else is getting statues? Oh, did you hear what I said to Evan Lazar last night? Did Westover change to number 37 because 87 becomes available? And now does Gronk get a statue? Is Edelman getting a statue? What about Parcells, Skaz? Is he getting a statue too?
Shouldn't even be in the Hall of Fame. So the Patriots Hall of Fame. So no, he doesn't get a statue.
Listen, before this Belichick stuff, I understand the Crafts are petty. They want to commission a statue. Not he deserves it. They want to commission it. I think there should be one statue made only per organization.
Don't the Lakers have like 1 million?
Doesn't matter. Bobby Orr's the Bruins. Celtics got Bill Russell. Patriots got Brady. Red Sox have those.
Plaques. They have plaques.
They got Ted Williams and the Gold Dust, whatever.
He's frozen somewhere.
No, they got all the guys, whatever they call that group of Ted Williams and Bobby Dorr and all that.
There's a Red Auerbach statue.
All right. So now there's multiples.
You want an Ernie Adams statue?
No.
What about, does Kraft get one?
What would his statue look like?
Got to have the Jordans on.
Oh, yeah. Unequivocally. What would his statue look like? Does he? I think that Bill Belichick should be honored, right? How about just a cut hoodie? Just like a little pin in the stadium? I guess he deserves one. Maybe I'm just over it. Maybe I'm just over it. But literally, you got a game in a couple of days, and here you are talking about Bill Belichick getting a statue. I wonder if there is a little pettiness there. Like, oh, Bill, how you doing now? Oh, you couldn't even beat TCU. The Horned Frogs. Whatever. All right. Well, we're going to talk to Alex Barth coming up in a little bit. The Red Sox, well, I'll tell you the scoreboard. It's not good. I don't even know. Does anybody care anymore? When you're down the score I'm about to give you, does anybody care? We'll do that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
From the Top Your Time Studios, WBZ-FM and HD1. It's not just the games. It's Toucher and Hardy, Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Maz, Joe Murray. For Boston sports fans, it's 98.5 The Sports Hub. Paisley Media Group Station. Essential Sports Hub headline. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Red Sox trail 7-0. It's the fourth. It's only the fourth inning. Woof. Patriots injury report has been announced. So Christian Gonzalez did not practice. Charles Woods was limited, and Efton Chisholm, a full participant. All the coverage this Sunday, of course, begins at 10 o'clock right here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Headlines. They are brought to you by the McGovern Auto Group. McGovern and 98.5 The Sports Hub are giving away a brand new Ford F-150. For more info on how to enter, follow 98.5 The Sports Hub and McGovern Auto Group on Instagram. Complete rules and details at 98.5thesportshub.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Get
There's the potential there for big stuff.
98.5 The Sports Hub.
Mikey's in Bellingham. He wants to talk. What's up, Mikey?
Hey, Joe Murray. Great to hear you, bud. How you doing today?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey, Bill Belichick.
I feel like he's the starter with Houston, right?
Yeah, I don't even know, to be honest with you. It's Chubb, it's Mixon, Damian Pierce is still there, I think.
I probably should have looked at a tight end.
Next time.
All right, we'll do that next time. Live
You're
draft.
giving away your strategy, Joe.
Well, at this point, does it matter? Oh, we still got some tight ends left, though. Tyler Warren, Colston Loveland.
Big rookie.
Tucker Kraft. Dallas Goddard. Ooh, Dalton Kincaid. I like him. What about Hunter Henry? Is he a fantasy player this year?
Someone's got to get in the end zone, right?
Oh, I'm not drafting Kyle Pitts. That guy sucks at fantasy, huh?
You're not a Penix believer?
Penix.
Penix with an X.
Not Penix Jr.
Yes.
I am, but not Kyle. Where is Kyle? Is he still there?
He's in Atlanta, yeah.
Darren Waller's alive again?
No, I don't think so. Well, I mean, I think he's alive, yes. I don't know if he's in the NFL. He might be. Who knows? He had that rap career, and then I think he might have gotten signed by somebody.
Oh, I can't draft Hunter Henry. I'm not doing that. That's why I hate fantasy football.
What about Jonnu Smith? What's he up to?
He's there. He's in there.
I think he was number 4 fantasy tight end last year.
I'll tell you the best available right now. All positions. Chris Olave is still available. Michael Pittman. Cam Scatterbo is still there.
That was Jake's guy, for fellow Arizona guy.
Cooper Kupp. Khalil Shakir. A lot of Buffalo Bills still on the board. Man. I don't know. Tyler Warren could be something, huh?
You gonna rely on Daniel Jones?
Jeez. You're right. What about Dallas Goddard? Is he still good? I don't even know. I got Tyler Warren, Colston Loveland, Tucker Kraft. How about Dalton Kincaid?
Joe Murray, fantasy draft.
I hate it. Now help me.
Tucker Kraft, why not?
Why? What does he play for?
Green Bay.
Huh.
It's either you're relying on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took Tucker Kraft.
There you go.
So when he does well, guess who I'm going to shout out? You.
And if he doesn't, blame me.
I will blame me for listening to you. It's like gambling's guess. If I give out a pick and you lose, don't blame me.
You took the pick.
You're the idiot.
Yep.
But if I win, it's you should have listened. Anyways, let's get back to the show here. I'm distracted. Multiple rookies this year could be making an impact for the Patriots. Multiple. Playing significant roles for the Patriots this year. So where do we start? How about left tackle Will Campbell? He is the 4th overall pick, and he is the left tackle. I am very interested to see how he plays this week. I do think he's tough. I do think that he can drive, run block very well. I am curious about the stunts and screens and things of that degree and how he plays. I'm interested in him. I really look forward to seeing what he can do. I'm not down on him by any means, but I'm really interested. Travion Henderson's 3rd on the depth chart. I'm not worried about that one. I mean, being a starting running back in this league doesn't matter anymore. Dude's got speed. He can do it all. He's big, and he's a great run blocker. I mean, as far as pass blocking at the running back position. But I still think you'll see Ramondre Stevenson and Antonio Gibson getting a fair amount of carries. So I'm not calling it running back by committee, but this team might have to. There might be drives where you do go to Ramondre, and your change of pace back is Travion Henderson. And I do think that Gibson can give them something both in the passing game and running game. But I think there's high expectations for Travion Henderson, and I think it's might be a little bit of a committee till somebody breaks out. I hope it's him. I still have faith in Ramondre Stevenson, though. I still think he can run in this league. I do. Jared Wilson, coming out of camp, he's going to be the left guard. He played a little center. If you go back to his Georgia days, was a guard, became a center, drafted as a center. We'll see what happens here, but I think Ben Brown will see some time there. Caden Wallace will also see some time. But 2 rookies on the left side could be a huge concern. Garrett Bradbury struggled at center. Maybe you move him over at some point. Maybe they develop someone else at guard there. Maybe they find somebody else. But you have 2 rookies starting on the left side in week 1. You have 2 rookies on the left side in week 1 and 2 basically inexperienced, 1 rookie, 1 experienced special teamer at safety. Like, this is what they're going with. Craig Woodson's the guy I'm speaking of at safety. Right? He's going to play a huge role. With Peppers being released, he's going to get a ton of action. He's got versatility, though. He can play a little bit of, nickel corner. He can play that free safety spot. Can he come up in the box? We'll find out. Can he cover tight ends? We're going to find out this week with Brock Bowers. That's for sure. But is there depth behind Woodson, right? That's another question I'd look at. Kyle Duggar's still here. Maybe Del Pettis gets some looks. They're going to have to rely on him. And then Skaz's guy, Mr. Andy Borregales, he won the kicker job if there even was a competition, right? At Miami, he was great. He went 7 of 8 from 40+. And over the past 2 years, the Patriots have found themselves in 1-score games where they've needed kicks made. They're going to have to rely on him, no doubt about it. I mean, I can't think of a team that's relying on rookies more than the Patriots. Like, even their long snapper, right? Julian Ashby, their kicker. Like, think about all the positions that they're going to need from their rookies. What about Kyle Williams? Can he do anything? Because we didn't see much. Well, Marcus Bryant, their 7th-round pick, see anything? Right? Joshua Farmer, Efton Chisholm, Elijah Ponder. They just brought in Eric Gregory as a defensive tackle. Like, the Patriots are leaning on rookies more than any team in the league. So are now we tempering expectations because of that? I am. Or are rookies now more ready to play in the NFL than before? What are your thoughts on that, Skaz? Are rookies plug and play, or do they need to be developed?
I mean, I think it's very position dependent. I think running backs are kind of plug and play at this point. I think for some quarterbacks, depending on what style they're playing in college, it's an easier transition than it used to be in the past. But I don't know. We've seen the Patriots kind of struggle to bring some of these guys in and bring them along depending on the playbook. I worry about McDaniels' system. We heard for years how veteran wide receivers struggled to pick it up. So I do worry about how much. How much Drake May, I should say, is going to have control at the line, making decisions, audibles, stuff like that. Will Campbell, knowing all the terminology, stuff like that. So, the Patriots are putting an awful lot on this rookie class, and a rookie class that is headlined by a guy that a lot of people didn't feel confident in them taking at 4 overall. So, it's Max Crosby, welcome to the league for Will Campbell. I think a lot of people are going to be watching Will Campbell very closely this weekend, and there'll be overreactions, either way, good and bad for Will Campbell. So I'm interested to hear kind of Barth's expectations for this rookie class. I know you say Borregales there won the kicking competition, even though there was no competition. They used a draft pick on him. It was his job. You could argue that Romo was the better kicker, all off season. But this team needs these guys to be good. If their rookie class isn't good, then Drake May's not protected. Their special teams are bad. Like you said it, Joe. That is a lot on the plate of rookies in the NFL.
Jaden Reed off the board. You were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
No. It's your team. Let you cook.
I need to get some special teamers in there at some point. I don't know. I'm kind of excited for rookies. Remember Belichick never played him? Like, wasn't Efton Chisholm one of their best players this preseason? And Travion Henderson?
Yeah, Henderson I think people should be excited about. Running backs I think is one of the easier transitions from college to the NFL. And I think Stevenson has given fans a reason to be excited about Henderson because of his fumbling issues and his kind of looked like he was, wearing down at times the last 2 seasons, the later in the year they got. So Travion Henderson certainly should have people excited. I think Kyle Williams is another guy people seem to be excited about. The route running ability. We'll see how much he's actually out there on Sunday. But they have some talented guys. But for me, it's all about Will Campbell. If you draft a left tackle at 4 and he can't play left tackle, you're in trouble.
Chad is loving the fact that I'm doing my fantasy draft live. The Joe Zone layer. The Joe Zone podcast. Joe's always on the clock. It's been fun, guys. It's been fun. Speaking of fun, guess where I'll be tomorrow night, everybody? The Brook Casino! You been to the Brook before, Mark? No. It's just over the border, New Hampshire. LiveFreeAndPlay.com. Live free or die, baby, New Hampshire. Do you think I'll have some 9 Dragons tomorrow night? Do you know what they did last time?
It was you and Barth, wasn't it?
They brought over twin lobsters.
It was the draft night, right?
Oh, I ate a lot.
They were taking care of you guys good that night.
Barth stayed at the hotel, and I go, take all the food. And he goes, are you sure? Here we go. All right. I think I need another. I need a lot. Ooh, Drake May is still available. I need a backup quarterback probably, right? I don't want to take him. Let's see what we got here. Do I need another tight end? Loveland's still there. Kincaid? He's okay, right?
How many wide receivers you got?
I got, 4, 5. 4.
All right, you probably don't need another one.
Darnell Mooney is the top.
Running back? Yeah, how many running backs you got?
I got 3.
Yeah, maybe you might need another one.
All right, Tank Bigsby. What about Braylon Allen?
Yeah, why not? Breece Hall goes down. Braylon Allen.
Najee, can he see?
He is cleared for week 1.
All right, I took Najee. I don't feel great about it. Wait a second. Who did I just take?
Oh, no.
It says I took D. Sampson.
No, Dylan Sampson.
Who's that?
Browns running back.
Oh, is Judkins playing?
I don't even know if he's been signed yet.
How did he end up on my list?
Joe, you're asking the wrong guy here.
Who's he?
Dylan Sampson.
You know him? Where'd he go to college?
I've heard of him. No idea.
Where'd he go to, Bowling Green? Never got to talk to Sampson.
Tennessee.
Hey! It's a good school. You know who else went there? Joe Milton. Big arm.
Big arm.
Got to talk to Sampson. When life gets hard, I pick up that card with the smiley face. Call him over to my place. Well, speaking of calling people over to my place, that will be Alex Barth, who'll be joining me tomorrow night at the Brook. We'll talk to him next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
Barth can help me when he's ready. I need a defense and a kicker. We'll work on that. Well, I'm actually happy that I legitimately was able to do my fantasy football draft tonight. And again, I only do one draft. I'm kind of out on fantasy. I don't love fantasy football. I don't love fantasy football at all. Whoa, the Clippers came out with a statement. We'll have that for you coming up in a little bit. And Jordan Hicks faced 5 batters tonight, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 home run, and 1 out. He stinks. He stinks. Anyways. Mike Vrabel talked earlier. I'm just looking at a bunch of things here. All right. Well, why don't we go welcome in Alex Barth, who'll be joining me tomorrow night at the Brook Casino. Alex, how are you, buddy?
What's up, Joe?
Well, so remember last time we were at the Brook?
That's right. It was draft night.
We got those. They brought over those twin lobsters and a bunch of other food.
Joe, that was unbelievable.
Well,
bunch of Kowloon. I mean, barely focused on the draft.
Nine Dragons has signature dishes.
They killed it. It was awesome stuff.
Yes, I'm interested in opening night, which again, Alex will be there. I think Kendra might show up, so we'll see how that happens. We'll see how that works, but we're gonna have a fun time. So you can join us at the Brook Casino tomorrow night. LiveFreeAndPlay.com. You're a fantasy football guy, right, Alex?
I'm actually not. No.
I hate fantasy. I hate it.
I really wasn't into it that much growing up. I did it here and there. And then the one part I liked was sitting there on Sunday and kind of watching the points roll in. And obviously, outside of rare occasions, I really can't do that anymore. I also, I think I'm not saying that people who play fantasy football are not football fans, but I think there is a portion of fantasy football fans that are not truly football fans, as in they're not a fan of the sport. And it leads to some wild takes about just the way the game is played and things like that. And that bugs me a little bit. All
right. What happened today? I was on my way in, so maybe I missed it, but Stephon Diggs spoke about, or just spoke today. What were a few things he mentioned?
Yeah, so he came in with a prepared statement. And so he hadn't spoken to the media since the first week of camp and to the local media. If you remember, he did that interview, and I have a piece up on this on 985thesportshub.com if people want to check it out. The full quote is in there because he talked for 2 or 3 minute opening statement. He did that interview with Diana Rossini where she asked him about whether or not he could practice week 1, and he was kind of evasive about it. And then Phil Perry asked Mike Vrabel about it the next day, and Vrabel kind of got into it with Phil, and that was interpreted by some people as Vrabel being annoyed by Diggs. And that was turned around into it being reported that Diggs was being I read the exact phrasing, pain in the you-know-what.
Posterior.
And posterior, thank you, that was the word. So Diggs kind of came out today, apologized, and that I don't know that he had a ton to apologize for ultimately, but I credit him for the accountability immensely. Apologized for not being as available this summer, apologized if anything he said was taken out of context, that he did not appreciate the way that he was talked about after that. And Phil and Tom apologized to him as well and kind of said that he was being evasive because he didn't want to give away too much information. And specifically, the coaching staff has been telling the players not to talk too much about injuries. So we hadn't heard from him in a while. And there were some questions about where he was at mentally and where the team was at with him. And I think he just wanted to put a lot of that to bed before week 1.
Well, you and I have talked about this. Coming back from an ACL, it's not easy to do that the way that he has. And I think we've even spoken about there are other people that think that Pop Douglas might be the number 1 receiver. I'm not buying it. Although I'm not doubting what people are saying, I still think at the end of the day, Stephon Diggs will be the best wide receiver on the football field, injury or not.
He should be. He should be. Now, 31 years old, coming off a torn ACL, you never know, but he absolutely has the ability to be, and to be by a wide margin. So this Patriots offense needs him to be that, to hit their ceiling. I think people look at last year in Houston and the production changed. I wouldn't necessarily clarify it as down. Look, he's not the player he was in Buffalo. He's not the big play threat that he was in Buffalo, but he's a guy that can be a very, very, very efficient chain mover. And a guy that, you need 6 yards, he'll get you 8. You need 8 yards, he'll get you 10. You need 10 yards, he'll get you 12. That sort of receiver. And there's tremendous value in that for a quarterback like Drake May. And that kind of receiver has traditionally thrived in the Josh McDaniels offense. That's Julian Edelman. So I think he's ultimately their volume guy this year. I think if you're expecting him to make the impact the way he made it in Buffalo, yeah, he's probably not that player anymore. That doesn't mean he can't make an impact. I still think he can make a significant impact. It's just going to look a little different than maybe how Patriots fans remember him. Because again, it was, I think, 8 games last year, 7, 8, 9 games in Houston before he got hurt. Because that's the role he had in Houston. Nico Collins was the big play guy, and he was the chain mover.
All right, Alex Barth joining us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. We just went over the rookies and the impact. I know you wrote an article about it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do it again. How would you rank the impact of the rookies this year? And, how many other teams have this, Alex, that you can think of where they're going to have, potentially, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starters? 6 starters that are rookies?
6. I have 6 starters and 2 more guys who could quickly be thrust into starting or heavier rotational roles. And it's not super uncommon for a team that's overturning their roster the way the Patriots are. Like, it happens. The Patriots are not the first ever team to do this. The Raiders have some rookies in very significant roles that, they'll play this week, and they turned over a lot of their roster. But when you pair that with a team that has had the issues in drafting that the Patriots have had, it gets under the microscope a little more, because the Patriots need to hit on a draft is not a hot take, Joe. We all know they need to do that. They cannot draft the way they've drafted in recent years, 2022, 2024, 2019 standing out. But hitting on a draft can mean, okay, your first round pick's an impact player. Your day 2 picks, those guys are contributing. Those are rotational players, and you find a couple of depth guys later on day 3. This draft can't be that. These guys need to be, they need a start. They need to be starting caliber players, and they need to do it right away. There is no developmental players. There is no give them a year or 2 to get acclimated. They don't have the plan B. They don't have the veteran opposite a lot of these guys like they've had and other teams have had in the past. It's kind of, some of these rookies are bust. When you look at Will Campbell, obviously, and look, he's the 4th overall pick. That's a fair expectation for the 4th overall pick. But you keep going, Travion Henderson, Jared Wilson, Craig Woodson, and people may roll their eyes at this. Let's not lose sight of the special teamers. Andy Borgalis and Julian Ashby, they're in important roles. And the Patriots are tied for the most one-score losses in the NFL over the last 2 years. Part of being better in one-score games is special teams. Like, that can flip a lot of it in those situations. They cannot afford to be less than on special teams, a rookie kicker and a rookie long snapper with nothing behind him.
Oof. Man, is there anybody else in the league, any other teams you can think of that have that many rookies?
Just on sheer number, they probably do. I haven't gone through all the depth charts. I'll be honest, I kind of meant to, and this week got busy. And down the road, I might write a second part of that piece that I wrote, again, this morning on 98.5thesportshub.com. But it happens. It's not uncharacteristic that its team will have 4, 5, 6 contributing rookies. It's just not where you want to be. It's the sign of the start of a rebuild. That's a team that still has a lot of resources to put into its roster ahead. We knew that about the Patriots. That shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, but the rookie class is going to be in your face this year, one way or the other. They can't hide this rookie class, whether they're good, whether they're not. And it's obviously not binary. It's not all 6 are going to be great or all 6 are going to fail. Some probably will, some probably won't. It'll be somewhere in the middle. It usually is. But we're going to see them. There is no hiding this rookie class. There is no, all right, well, this guy's not great, but okay, he's more of a long-term player. We'll throw this veteran in the lineup instead. They don't really have that at a lot of spots.
Someone on Twitter asks about Chisholm Mania. Do you think he's on the injury report today? Does that mean he could be inactive?
He was a full participant, which generally is an encouraging sign for guys. I don't think he'll be inactive. I don't know how big of a role he's going to play right away. To me, their base offense, it's definitely Pop and Diggs, and then either Kayshon Boutte or Mac Hollins at the X, based on what we saw in camp. And whichever one isn't there, the other guy's the next guy up, that 4th guy. So I think those 4 are kind of your core receivers early on. They're going to have to mix Kyle Williams in at some point because they need his speed and his ability after the catch. Chisholm might end up being a longer-term player for them. Look, we saw Julian Edelman take, 3-4 years before he made an impact. I don't know that it's that long for Chisholm, but I think there's going to be other guys that get a chance ahead of him. Look, he had a great summer to get himself on the roster. Don't want to take anything away from the kid. But he also barely repped with the starters, and that tells you something, too, that they view him as more of a developmental player. I think initial impact, probably looking more at special teams. Then we'll see how the first month of the season goes. Do they stay healthy at wide receiver? How does Diggs look off the knee? Are other guys banged up? And then that's maybe where Chisholm starts to carve out more of a role on offense.
Was this the revenge game for Josh McDaniels?
It's a revenge game for a lot of guys. It's a revenge game for Josh McDaniels. It's a revenge game for quite a few of the Patriots free agents. Caleb Von Chason was there. Robert Spillane was there. Mac Hollins was there. You want to call it a Pete Carroll revenge game? You want to call it a Jacoby Myers revenge game? They picked up a Landon Roberts, the Raiders did in the offseason. A lot of ties, roster-wise and coaching staff-wise, between these two teams.
Yeah, I'm wondering who. What do you think Chip Kelly is going to do? Do you think he's going to attack that secondary with Jalen Hawkins and Woodson?
So we've kind of talked about here, it's been a storyline, Josh McDaniels versus Mike Vrabel. And Mike Vrabel may want things done one way, and Josh McDaniels may want them done the other, and who wins out there. I think you kind of have something similar in Vegas, where Pete Carroll is a ground and pound smash mouth. His offenses have always traditionally been that. Chip Kelly wants to get in a tempo and start throwing the ball around the yard. If I'm the Raiders, just looking at this, the run defense is the biggest question for the Patriots. I'm running the ball until they give me a reason not to. You just used, 5th, 6th overall pick on Ashton Genty. I'm running the ball until you give me a reason not to. But Chip Kelly wants to throw it and get into some of that spread stuff. So I'll be fascinated to see how that plays out, because I don't think there's a clear answer there. I think a lot of people don't really know what to expect from Chip Kelly. He can't run the offense he ran with the Eagles. That didn't work in the NFL. Worked in college, but even at Ohio State last year, he kind of changed what he had historically done. You can't really run the Ohio State offense in the NFL either. He's just not going to have the talent gap that he had at Ohio State. So that could go a number of different ways.
All right, Alex, for tomorrow night, I want you to think about this.
Okay.
What of the Belichick coaching tree, Belichick coaching tree has the highest upside? I want you to think about that overnight.
Oh, I know the answer to that. I don't need to think about
Hold
that.
it.
I know the answer to that. We can do it tomorrow night.
I want you to. You can sit on it, and then we got all night, man. We got to watch football. We'll talk Pats. Maybe we'll talk some college football this weekend as well.
Oh, yeah.
Any thoughts on the Roman Anthony injury?
Sucks. I mean, there's no other way to put it. And to see what they're doing tonight, I mean, I'm watching that game last night. My biggest takeaway wasn't even the team. I'm watching Fenway Park, and I haven't seen Fenway Park alive like that in so long. I'm like, man, I can't wait until October. So 4 to 6 weeks. We'll see if that's what it ultimately is. 4 weeks puts him back in the wild card series, which would be great. 6 weeks, I think, is early ALCS. He picked this team up. This 21-year-old kid came to a blue blood franchise that was kind of on the verge of a tailspin. And I'm not saying it was all him, but you look at their record before he got here and you look at their record after he got here, and he was one of the best players in baseball during that time. You can't not put a good amount of that on him. And now he's out and talked about he wanted to be able to play in the playoffs. The rest of the team now needs to pick this kid up and keep this thing alive so he can come back and have his playoff moment. It's a great story if they can do it. Can they do it? We will see. But I'm gutted for the kid. I'm gutted for the kid, and I'm gutted for the fans, because it really – and look, they should still make the playoffs, but he's an important piece of what they were doing. And to be full go for Fenway in October, it would have been awesome to see. George Belecci, who's been on with us on the Sports Hub recently, was saying he got here in 2022. He hasn't seen, a Red Sox playoff run, playoff Fenway. And, I want people to get to experience that, because it's special, it's different, and hopefully we still get it full go, and he comes back on the sooner side of that 4 to 6 week timeline.
He's Alex Barth, 98.5 thesportshub.com. Check out all his work, and tomorrow night we'll be live from the Brook Casino.
That's right.
In Seabrook, New Hampshire, livefreeandplay.com. We'll be there. Come by and say hello to us. We'll be there from 7 to 11. Alex, appreciate you joining us tonight, and we'll have fun tomorrow night.
Appreciate you having me, Joe. Looking forward to it.
You got it. He's Alex Barth, everybody. He's our guy. He's our guy. We're going to do our season predictions in the next hour, so stay tuned for that. We'll take a quick break. We'll get you caught up in headlines here. And, I saw a little something today that I thought was fairly interesting that I want to get into. We'll do that next here on the Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Red Sox trail 7-1. Roman Anthony out 4 to 6 weeks. They're losing 7-1. Patriots injury report is out. Christian Gonzalez did not practice. Efton Chisholm's on there. Headlines. They are Well, we've done Red Sox, we've done Patriots, we've done football. We'll give our predictions coming up in just a little bit. I wanted to just pause for a second here because we haven't talked about the Bruins or the Celtics in a little bit, which I think we'll have preseason games in a couple of weeks here, Skess, for the Bruins, which is wild. They had their captain's practice yesterday. Both Pasternak and McAvoy, they both kind of avoided the captain question. So is there captains? Are there two A's? I'm curious on that one. Do you think they should have a captain? Does it matter? I mean, they're having captain's practices right now. Who's the captain? Interesting. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, but I've thought about it. Also, Kristaps Porzingis, remember him? Played for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis believes that Neemias Queta deserves real rotation minutes for the Celtics. But is Queta ready to be Boston's starting center? Starter? Question mark. Good question, Porzingis told Eurobasket. Who else is there? I don't know. Scaz, who else is there? There's Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be Queta. Okay. Did they have anybody else?
No.
That answers the question.
Unless it's dude from Iowa there.
You want Zach Edey? Or not Zach Edey. Luka Garza there?
Garza.
Yeah.
Ooh. The more I think about this, circle September 12th, Skess. Just circle that date. That's the date that they can trade Anthony Simons. I think they want Simons to come off the bench in a perfect world. He would replace Peyton Pritchard's minutes in production because Pritchard's starting. I think they're trading him. And I think Baylor Shireman will be their scorer off the bench. I don't know if that's good. It's good for all those rookie cards I have with autographs that I'll have available on the 27th at the Best Flippin' Card Show in Woburn at the Scoreboard Sports Bar and Grill. But Porzingis, yeah, he should be part of the rotation. What about starter? Starter? That from Kristaps Porzingis. So that's what he thinks of Neemias Queta. And he also doesn't know who else they have. So this is why they're going to trade Anthony Simons for a big. Convinced. It's done. And they'll save money. Isn't that what this is all about, everybody? Saving money? There's your Bruins and Celtics breather. You know what we got next? In or out? We'll do that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
What's it going to be, McFly? Are you in or out?
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 90.
guaranteed. Final in or out of the week. We'll do our season predictions in the next hour. How you doing?
Doing well, Joe. How we doing?
Good. How's Mark doing back there?
Mark's doing good.
He looks ready to go.
He's ready.
His headset's on. His mic's in front of him.
Locked in.
He was here early today. Wait until he gets access to the building and we show him things.
Then we'll really be cooking with
Then
gas.
he'll be like, really go. Does he know the game in or out?
He's aware. He's seen it.
All right. Turn his mic on. We'll play. You're in. You're in, Mark. I feel like, you know how like we call everybody intern blank? I feel like he's Mark from Curry.
Yeah.
Mark from Curry.
I'm in.
Intern Mark from Curry?
It's kind of a mouthful there.
Mark from Curry with a C. Mark with a C, huh? Okay. All right, well, let's lead us off, Skaz.
All right, gentlemen, we will start with this one tonight. Our friends over at Starbucks are introducing a series of protein-focused beverages, putting up to 36 grams of protein in a cup of coffee. Gentlemen, are we in or out on Starbucks adding protein coffee to their menu?
That's expensive. I used to drink protein shakes when I worked out. How about you, Mark?
A bit. When I work out, I feel like you just got to go get protein. I normally just hit dining hall after, get a few burgers in me. I feel like I got to be out on this one. Just coffee with a bunch of protein does not sound that appetizing to me.
I gotta get Starbucks coffee, bro. Actually, I feel like this could be a hit. I'm in, but I don't like... I got a Starbucks yesterday. I got a strawberry Aki lemonade. I had to put a lot of water in it. It was too sweet. But what is Aki? A-C-A-I?
Acai.
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 Well, no, but what's an acai bowl?
Sugar.
Thank you.
A lot of sugar in there.
Acai. Yes, I got one of those strawberry ones. It was actually fantastic. Just a little too sweet for my liking, but I had to drench it down, you know? I'm in on this one because I feel like maybe even the workout gals will be out. I feel like I'm out. I mean, I'm not going to buy it, but I feel like I'm in on the idea.
All right, we'll head to the NBA for this one. Shams, with this earlier today, the 2026 NBA All-Star Game format is likely to feature a round-robin tournament consisting of 3 8-player squads of 2 USA teams and 1 world team. The 2 USA teams and 1 world squad would each play each other in 12-minute quarters. And then he did this tweet is abysmal. He says Ryder Cup style games. I'm not sure Shams has any idea what the Ryder Cup is because it is golf, and as there's no correlation there between that what you're going to do with the NBA All-Star Game. But gentlemen, are we in or out on 2 USA teams and 1 world team competing against each other at the 2026 NBA All-Star Game?
I have to figure it out. I'm out.
I'd be in. Sounds fun. I mean, you get the KD $1 million 1v1 going. I feel like All-Star Week could be back.
See, that's what I'd want to do. Roll out like a random, you versus you, go, and then the next person, you versus you, go. Last man standing wins.
Well, Kevin Durant said he would play for $1 million at All-Star Weekend one-on-one, but I don't think the NBA is going to do it.
Somebody was telling me that Cam Reddish would be the best one-on-one player in the league.
No.
See, I felt that way too.
No.
He's great defensively, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but there are guys that are better defensively and better offensively.
You're right.
Like, who's it? Michael Beasley, everyone said, was like, he would beat LeBron one-on-one. Like, sure. Doesn't mean he's a better basketball player. Like... Yeah. 5 guys.
We should do that in football. You can go one-on-one in a drill, but stop me in a game, you can't. Flex. Next.
All right, gentlemen. After 2 long years, carne asada is returning to Chipotle. Gentlemen, are we in or out on the return of carne asada?
Mark?
I'm in. I'm a huge chipper guy. I'm going to be honest. I think I'm there 5 days a week. I'm in. I want the honey hot chicken back, but I'll take this as another special menu item going into the fall.
The honey hot chicken was really good.
Phenomenal.
Had a nice little spice at the end of it too, huh?
It was perfect.
I'm in. My thing is there's a Chipotle across the street. I don't know if you knew that.
Might have to hit that up before I come in from
literally there's a Five Guys there too.
Ooh.
I guess somebody tweeted out that they were next to Ramondre Stevenson at Five Guys. What's up with the Patriots? Go to Five Guys, huh? Is that for protein?
Right there at Patriots Place, you know?
Oh, yeah. I was there
convenient.
last week. Yeah, I was there last week, bouncing around. There's a lot over there now. You know what's really hard to walk by but not get? What's that fruit drink stand place?
Like Sweet Greens or something?
No. It's like you can get like banana, strawberry, like...
It's not like an Orange shakes. Julius or something, is it?
Something
Smoothie
like...
King?
Smoothie King. Oh! Walked by that place. How do you say no? I did. Splash of chocolate syrup. Oh. Can you put whipped cream on that? I can do whatever I want to do. Next.
All right, we will head to Japan for this next one. A company in Japan briefly allowed users to rent scary people to intimidate others. The company advertised that scary people could be rented to scare annoying neighbors or people who bully you at work. The service has since ended due to various circumstances after a short time in operation, with many questioning whether or not it was ever legal in the first place. But gentlemen, are we in or out on the premise? Renting scary people to intimidate your annoying neighbor or someone who is giving you a hard time at work?
I'd say I'm in. That sounds like a phenomenal time. I'm going to be honest. Someone's giving you a hard time, bad day at work. You hire one of those things from the vending machine outside. Next thing you know, your day flips upside down.
I feel like things could go wrong.
I feel like it's meant to have things go wrong. The whole point of buying one of these is for everything to go the completely wrong way.
You know, the way we handle it as responsible adults, cease and desist. Right? Just send the old letter, little letterhead on there, big bang, boom. Renting scary people, those guys? Like, I want to scare you. Here's a big, like the guy from Happy Gilmore with the nail in his head, and then what was his name? Boban?
Boban, yes.
Boban. He's scary. I'll meet you in the parking lot. Yeah, I'm out. Too many things can go wrong.
Yeah, a lot of liability there. Be out on that one as well. Gentlemen, we have the NFL season starting tomorrow, but we also have an NFL game happening on Friday night. Are we in or out on NFL games on Friday nights?
All right. I know everyone loves Thursday night football, but that to me is a college football night. I look forward to that game.
Friday, you're saying?
No, Thursday. But what I'm saying about Friday, though, Friday would always have, like, UConn. Or, like,
high school football,
Boise
too.
State, high school. Exactly. You'd get some of those lower schools. BC would sometimes play on a Friday night. It's not that I don't want international games. I just feel like it hurts the travel and the season. And, different altitudes and things of that degree. I don't like it. I'm out. But remember that Wednesday random game? Was it a Tuesday or Wednesday?
Oh, I think it was supposed to be Tuesday, and then it ended up being like Wednesday afternoon because of weather. It was like Ravens Steelers or some Brown Steelers.
That kind of ruled. I'm not going to lie to you.
One-time thing, yeah.
I'll take it on Friday this week, but I normally am out.
I'm in. I think NFL on Fridays is a phenomenal thing. I feel like I'm going opposite of you for everything here, Joe, but I mean, Friday night, everybody's bumping. I mean, you're hanging out with your boys. I just feel like that's a phenomenal time to just turn on the TV and watch some NFL. I'd rather watch that than see UConn and UMass go at it to see who can score 7 points first.
I mean, for you, it's another night to go out and drink.
It's good for college. Tough to argue that one.
I mean, I'm going to be here watching whatever's here anyways, right? What time's the game?
I believe it's 8. It might be 8:15 on Friday. I'm not sure.
Do you think the fan base will like American football? Like, I'm curious about that.
Does it even matter at this point?
Yeah, it's forced on them anyways. There's a lot of football going around these days. I'm out. You know what? I'm out. I'm out. Next.
All right. Seth Rogen has announced that he's bringing back The Muppet Show. He will be directing and producing, I believe, a reboot of The Muppet Show. Are we in or out on the return of The Muppet Show?
Out. Why?
You're not a Muppets guy, Joe?
I love Muppets Christmas.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I'm out as well. I mean, I grew up, I feel like some of the first things I ever watched growing up was the old Muppets movies on VHS, funny enough, back in, on the home TV, so I don't feel like we got to keep redoing everything. It feels like everything nowadays is just a redo of a redo, so I say we shut it down. I'm out.
I'd send a cease and desist for that one.
Nah, I'm kind of in.
Just, hey, what? Because Seth Rogen is kind of funny. We can have him. He can do the Muppets.
Not even that. It's just, I don't know. There's got to be something out there for kids, right?
What's the last movie Seth Rogen made?
He's doing that Apple TV show, The Studio, which I've heard is okay. I don't know about movies, though. I'm being told that Seth Rogen's most recent movies were Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, he's an actor, though. He was a producer for Miller's Girl in 2024, something I've never heard of. So, yeah, nothing too recent that's jumping out. We will end with this one tonight with the Eagles season starting tomorrow. The first look at Saquon, a documentary coming out on Prime Video next month from producer Martin Scorsese on Saquon's rise from childhood to the NFL. Gentlemen, are we in or out on a Saquon documentary directed by Martin Scorsese?
He is a polarizing figure, I will say that.
Is Saquon, though? I feel like he's beloved.
You know what it was? No. What I mean by polarizing is like he's Saquon.
Like everybody likes him.
Dude,
now.
at Penn State, I honestly thought he was one of the best. He reminded me of Adrian Peterson.
When he took that kickoff to the house in like his first game or whatever.
And I was like, who's Saquon? Like, this guy rules.
It's like Madonna. He's one name.
Yeah. I'd be in on it. And there was a fallout with the Giants. You know what I mean? Like, how did they let go of this player? And not for nothing, but all this Micah Parsons talk. You know, didn't we just see the Eagles go over the top getting this player? Like, the Packers are a playoff team. Yeah, their quarterback was injured last year, but you put one of the best defensive players on that defense. Shouldn't they be a contender right away? So I just maybe Parsons is that guy. But there's no doubt about it. Saquon, his story, yeah, I'm in. I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm also in. As you said, I feel like he covered it well. He's been loved his entire career ever since he stepped foot on the Penn State field. So I just feel like it'd be nice to see his upbringing, see how he's able to make it, how he got recruited, and then, as I said, see more. I mean, the clips of the Giants front office blew up on NFL Films when they were talking about, hey, we got to get rid of Saquon. So I'm curious to see if they can dig more into that and really show us behind the scenes with how everything went on.
Hey, who's this guy pitching? Is that Dustin May?
That would be Dustin May. In or out on Dustin May.
Pitching
Joe.
in the 8th inning?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see that?
No, certainly not.
So does this mean he's not going to pitch on Friday now?
Your guess is as good as mine at this point, Joe. Brendan Bernito pitched the 9th inning last night and the 1st inning tonight. So anything is possible with this Red Sox team.
Are you feeling it? Are you feeling the drop-off?
Are you feeling it?
We made it to September 2nd.
Are you? You know what made me laugh, and I almost feel bad. But right before Kevin Majori left tonight, he told me that Big Jim decided to attend this game tonight.
Of course.
Second game in 10 years or something like that he was going to. Feel bad for Big Jim that this is what he was treated to.
Do you think he made it to the seats before Jordan Hicks? He left here at 6. That's why I did the off-air
I said to Kevin, I wonder if Big Jim will be home before you tonight, before Kevin left. Like he might have been out of there right away.
So that's why I did the off-air show.
Yes. So Big Jim got to experience the Red Sox without Roman Anthony and with Brendan Bernardino getting the start.
Woof.
Be listening for his opening take tomorrow.
You know how like ESPN has like he got mossed or one of those things. When you and I go woof at the same time, you know it's bad.
A double woof is never good. Never good.
What was the other one that they used to do? He got when the guys get crushed.
You got jacked up.
Got jacked up. They don't do that anymore, do they? Because of the head injuries and stuff.
Yeah, probably. That was great though.
Got jacked up.
Think of the longest yard with that as well.
Anything else?
That is going to wrap up a Wednesday night edition of In or Out.
May's mop up tonight. Oh my god.
Jarren Duran, not a great night in left field tonight. We'll say that.
It's hard not to revisit the trade deadline, huh?
Jordan Hicks, woof. Dustin May, woof. Steven Matz tonight, woof.
Yeah, he was woof tonight.
He's been okay, but tonight, not good.
It's when it goes bad, he's bad. You ever notice that? Like when they're good, he's good. When they're bad, he's bad.
Not good.
That's not. All right, let's get the headline here. We'll tell you the score at Fenway.
From the Telfair Type Studios, WBC FM HD1. It's not just the games. It's Toucher and Hardy, Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Maz, Joe Murray. For Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station. Essential Sports Hub headline, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Red Sox trail 7-1 right now. Dustin May's in mop-up duty. Roman Anthony's out 4 to 6 weeks. It's not good over there tonight. I can only imagine what Jim Murray did. Did he just go to like Eastern Standard and called it a day? I'm curious if you're listening, Jim. Did you go to Eastern Standard and call it a night? I wonder if you even went into the ballpark. You know that's happened to me before, right? I've gotten to Fenway, had tickets, never once went into the park.
I mean, there's one thing we can both agree on. There's no chance he's still there. No chance.
Anyways, Patriots injury report came out. Christian Gonzalez did not practice. Headlines, they are brought to you by Eastern Mass's leader in drain cleaning and pipelining, Drains by James, slow drain, clog drain. You need to contact Drains by James today at drainsbyjames.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Listen to it, laugh at it, get mad at it, agree with it, argue about it. It is Boston Sports. Boston Sports. And it is all we do. 98.5, the Sports Hub.
So stay tuned for that. Patriots will host the Raiders a bunch of, as Alex Barr said earlier, a lot of revenge games. But I do want to talk about Jacoby Myers for a little bit here. I do think that going with Juju Smith-Schuster over Jacoby Myers, I understand at the time you wanted to get a guy that could really give you the yards after catch considering Mac Jones' ability, right? It was a horrible decision because you groomed this guy. There was chemistry there. He knew how to get open. And McDaniels wanted him, by the way. And the Patriots lost him for $1 million. He said that at the Super Bowl, if you remember. But this year he asked for a trade. And Jacoby Myers spoke on it, but he asked for a trade. Maybe he's unhappy there. Maybe, was it about money? I don't know. Was it the fact that, I don't know what it was. He's going to play with Geno Smith. Like, I don't know. I feel like slot guys have done pretty well with him over the years. So, now this week, when I think about it, is it Marcus Jones is going to be matched up on him? Do you put one of these rookies? Like, I don't know how you match up with Jacoby Myers, but I feel like he's going to get open and make plays. He had 1,000 yards receiving. He's a good player, and they found him, and they made him. He was a former quarterback, and he's still making plays today in the NFL. But he did ask for a trade. I'm not sure why, but he'll be there this weekend unless something crazy happens over the next couple of days. But why don't we hear from Jacoby Myers on his trade request earlier this year and how he's feeling this week?
There were reports about, asking for a trade. Where are things with that? And how do you separate, the business side from going out there?
I asked, they said no. And that's kind of, that's where that stopped. But, I'm just keep doing my job until something shake out either way, honestly. I don't know which way it's going to go, but I'll be ready for whatever.
Are you pretty confident that something will work out here?
I wouldn't say I'm pretty confident. Like I said, I really don't know where it's going to go. But I know, like I said, I'm ready. I'm ready to go if you want me to go. I'm ready to play if you need me to play. So.
Are you happy here?
Am I happy? It's a job, At the end of the day, like I'm happy to be doing my job with my boys, but I could be happy anywhere.
Everybody knows the kind of worker you are, what you do every day. Like, how hard is it to do that, knowing that there's business things that you're like, well, that's not being taken care of. Like, what am I doing on my side?
It's not too hard, honestly, because I spend most of my time in here or on the field, so it's out of my mind until probably for like 30 minutes of my day. I'm like, hold on, I didn't get paid yet. But for the most part, like, I'm cool. Like, I'm chilling.
Once a game starts Sunday, do you feel like the business stuff is kind of like done? Like, is it off season for business and seasons for something else, or does that continue?
Nah, it don't. For me, it don't stop. Like, I'm still pushing to take care of my family every day. So if it stopped for them, I mean, I'm gonna have to bring it back up or something, but nah, for me, it ain't dead yet. I'm gonna keep fighting. So Pete said compete, so that's what I'm doing.
Doesn't sound happy. So he hasn't gotten paid?
Yeah, that comment I didn't really get. Is he looking for a new contract?
Did he get a signing bonus and he hasn't had any money since?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna get game checked, right?
He is coming off a 1,000-yard season. They don't have any other wide receivers. I don't know if they'd get a lot in return because of maybe age and last year of his deal or whatever. I think it's the last year of his deal, right? I don't even have his contract up. I'm assuming that. Jacoby Myers' contract.
Yeah, this is the last year of his deal. 2025, he has his base salary is $10.5 million. His cap hit is 15.
I don't know. For a 1,000-yard receiver, that seems pretty low to me. I think he's got a beef.
He's got a beef.
He's got a beef. No, but Aiden O'Connell and
You're not an Amari Cooper believer, Joe?
I still am, actually. I know it didn't work with Buffalo, but he might be able to have something in the tank.
Their wide receiver depth chart is Jacoby Myers, Amari Cooper, Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton Jr., and Jake Beck.
Tucker's fast. I've watched him improve. It's not great. It's Bowers and probably Genty, right? That's going to be there.
Genty and Mostert, who's had success against the Patriots when he was with Miami.
You know, it's funny. One of the drills I saw today with Vrabel working with both Barmore and Milton Williams. Hey, any reason why you thought maybe Milton Williams wasn't a captain? Spillane was a captain.
Well, he's a Vrabel guy.
Did that go over there?
What? That he's a Vrabel guy?
I had a belch.
Oh, I didn't hear that, no. I wish I heard it.
No. Well, good. Wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Will not be the last either. How did our buddy Mark do on his visit down the hall? Did he find what he was looking for? All right. I'm going to text Dennis. He's very happy about this. Let me text him right now. We have found the laptop. Boom. For all the people that are listening. I'll bring it with me tomorrow night. There we go. Talk about communication between the engineering team, the production team, the associate production team. This is just fabulous communication. Anyways, want to do some NFL awards and predictions and all that next?
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it. We'll do it next on the Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
Skaz, how you doing? I got lift shatzed.
Oh, did you?
You know what that means?
I think
he spoke, and now I am shocked.
He's got you in the cul-de-sac?
Oh, I am turning. Man, he's like a torch, huh? You know what? I wish kind of if like I ever was a boxer, I'd want lift shots in my corner. You know? Like, how does he do that to me? How does he do that to me? What were we going to do? We're going to do season predictions.
Joe.
That's
predictions.
Right. Predictions. That's right. All right. Mark, you got to write these down or keep track. All right, buddy? And then we're going to keep track of all our stuff. This could go on 98.5thesportshub.com because Jake Seymour. Remember Jake? Well, Jake was here.
Do I remember him? I saw him an hour ago.
He was just here. He's probably sleeping right now. All right, the Patriots season opener on the horizon. We're planning to post an article to our website for the Patriots predictions. So, who will be the most improved player for the Patriots on offense and on defense?
On offense, I'm going to go Drake May. It has to be Drake May. If it's not, the Patriots are in trouble. He won, one game last year and had turnover problems galore? Drake May should be the most improved Patriot on offense.
I'm going Michael Onwenu. Because if he's not, he's getting cut next year. Not to mention, he's got stability, right? I mean, right now he's slotted in between two veterans. They need a lot out of him. Now, should I take linemen out of it because, they can't really have statistics? Or is that, can we have that? Could we sit here at the end of the year and be like, man, Michael Onwenu's been really improved? Does that count, Skaz?
Sure. I can't get too excited about the right guard, but yeah.
How about defense?
Defense, I think it's Keon White for me is a guy that I think needs to really step up, and Mike Vrabel, if he wants to be here, if he wants to get paid again, he has 5 sacks in his career, I think. So yeah, Keon White is a guy that I think needs to step up and have a big year this year.
Marcus Jones, captain, going to play a lot.
El Capitan.
That's right, going to play a lot. Probably they're going to make a decision on maybe potentially extending him or Gonzalez. I mean, they should extend both, but I'll go Marcus Jones. I'm going to write that one.
I'll give you another one, too. Del Pettis, a guy who I feel like has a lot on his plate this year. He was, okay in spots last year, but we talked about it last night. Their safety's not really a strong suit on this team this year. I think Del Pettis needs to have a good year for the Patriots.
Okay, what will Drake May's stats be in 2025? Why don't you think about that one? Because we gotta. That's a computer thing. Who will lead the team in tackles this year? It's Robert Spillane, right?
That was going to be my first.
I mean, who else?
I'm trying to think. Like who else? I mean, Ellis or I don't even know. Jennings, Mapu. It has to be Spillane. Harold Landry. Like I don't know. It's got to be Spillane.
Who will be the best rookie on offense and the best rookie on defense?
Travion Henderson. Easy one for me on offense. I think they're going to lean on him at times. He's explosive. You saw it in the preseason. He's a home run hitter.
How about defense? Oh, mine's Henderson too, by the way.
Defense? Oh, boy.
Is it Woodson?
Can I say Borregales? The special teams count?
Yeah. All right, you got Borregales. I'm going to go Woodson. Just because I got nothing else. What will the Pats' record be in 2025? I have 7-10.
I would love to differ from that or give you something better, but I was between 6-11 and 7-10. I lean 7-10 as well. I think it's for them to get over 8, for them to get 9 wins. I just don't see it. I'd love it. I think it would be a massive, massive success if they win 9 games this year. But I think 7-10 is much more realistic.
And that would mean they don't make the playoffs. 7-10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if they win 9 games, I don't think they make the playoffs.
Will the Patriots have any Pro Bowl players? And if so, how many?
Oh. I can see maybe Milton Williams being a Pro Bowler. Maybe Christian Gonzalez, depending on health. Now that one seems a little questionable as well. I'm not going to give Drake May the Mac Jones or Tyler Huntley Pro Bowl selection there. I'm not going to give him that one. It would be great if someone like Stephon Diggs or even Hunter Henry was a Pro Bowler, but I don't see a lot of Pro Bowlers on that offense. I got to be honest with you.
How about Bryce Behringer?
Oh, boy, punter talk.
Will they have an All-Pro? So no? Scott?
An All-Pro? No.
Will they have any will the Patriots have any All-Pro players? No.
I would lean strongly no.
Okay.
I would be very impressed if they did.
Writing that down. No.
Jared Wilson, maybe? I have no idea.
What do you think? Let's forget about what do you think Drake May's stats will be?
Like 25 to 30 touchdowns and like 13 interceptions or something like that. He's gonna have turnovers. He's gonna have 5 or 6 fumbles at least too. Like that's the turnovers is more what I'm worried about. Anything over, 22, 23 touchdown passes, I think is a good year for Drake May. It's just, can he keep it around 12-ish interceptions? Under that, I would be, happy. I worry about him taking care of the football.
All right, according to BetMGM, 3,300 yards over-under is the over-under. Would you say over? He's not throwing for 4,000 yards, is he?
Not 4,000, but he could throw for 3,500.
Okay. How about over-under 19.5 touchdowns?
Yeah, so 20 is kind of that mark I was at. Anything over 20, I think, is a good year for Drake May. I would take the over 19.5. That's optimistic, but they got to get in the end zone somehow. Hunter Henry, Pop Douglas, Diggs. It can't all be Henderson and Stevenson.
But if he has 23 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, and 3,500 yards, that's a good year, right?
Absolutely. I think so.
Well, is that my thinking? Because last year he had 2,200 yards, 15 touchdowns.
And he wasn't out there every game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those are our... Okay, well, let's do some... what's your Super Bowl? Well, actually, all right, let's do the 4 divisions. Who is coming out of the AFC East?
No one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills, Joe. I don't see it as a super competitive division. I think the Dolphins will be a little better than people think, but it's the Bills division to me until someone takes it away from them.
AFC North, I'm going Bengals. I think that they're offensively going to explode this year.
I still lean Ravens. I think their defense is, they just keep bolstering that defense. Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry. I like what they've done. They draft well. I still think it's the Ravens.
AFC West, I have the Chargers winning it.
I know your Chiefs aren't going to make the playoffs take. I'll give you one. If you're going to take the Chargers in the AFC West, Joe, I'm going to say the Broncos win that division. Best defense in football. Bo Nix. I'm not a Bo Nix guy, but Sean Payton seems to have something figured out there. They have a lot of talent.
I have. Do we already do the AFC South?
No, we did not. But
Texans.
Yeah, maybe the Jags if Duval can kind of figure some things out there. But I lean the Texans there as well.
All right, Bills, Bengals, Texans, Chargers. Who I have the Ravens and Broncos.
I have Ravens and Broncos. You have Bengals and Chargers. Yes.
Okay. How many? Is that it?
In the AFC, yes.
So 6 teams make the playoffs.
You want to give me your 2 wild card teams?
Man, it sucks, but like, I don't want to say it because I've been against the Chiefs all year, but like 2 other teams make the playoffs. Ugh. I mean, on paper, it's probably the Chiefs and the Steelers.
I'm going to go Chargers, Steelers there.
Wait, how come we don't have the same? Wait, I have the Bills, Bengals, Texans, Chargers, Ravens, Broncos.
I have Ravens Broncos. You have the Bengals. Yeah.
Okay. So there's 2 more teams. So 8 teams make the playoffs?
No. My division winners were the Ravens and the
Sorry, I
Bengals.
got you.
Or Ravens and the Broncos.
I don't know why I
yes.
was confused. So 6 teams make the playoffs. I got you.
Yes.
All right. So yeah. So I have the Chiefs out. You too?
I do as well.
How about the NFC East?
Eagles.
Eagles too.
Eagles easy. I think the Commanders are going to come back to life a little bit. I still think they'll be very good, but you saw it with Stroud. You see it often with second-year quarterbacks. I still think Jaden Daniels will be very good. I don't think he's going to be as good as he was last year. And I wonder, how does McLaurin look after missing so much time? Yeah, what does Debo look like in a new system? So, and they have no running backs. Like, your guy Bill there, Krosky Merritt, who knows? Who knows what's going to go on there? So, I think they're going to, taper off a little bit. And the Cowboys and Giants both. Who knows? Who cares? I'm
going Packers north. I think the Lions take a step back. I think the Bears take a step up, and the Vikings are right in the conversation.
I think, that's one of the more competitive divisions in all of football. I would go Packers as well. I really like what they did at the draft and in the offseason. I'm a believer in Golden. Obviously, the acquisition of Parsons is huge. They have a good running game with Jacobs. They did lose A.J. Dillon. I don't know who their backup is now, which is a guy they've leaned on at times in short yardage. But, I think the Packers I think they're really good. I'm with you, though. I think the Bears are going to be better this year, and I think the Lions, it's just what is Goff going to look like without Ben Johnson and all those weapons? How does, Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery, let's see what they look like without Ben Johnson.
NFC South, I'm going Bucks until they don't. But Lipschitz is down on them. I know that. A lot of people are down. I'm not yet, but I'm going to just go with the Bucks until somebody else at least approves it to me.
Yeah, am I supposed to believe in the Saints? I think they're the worst team in football. The Panthers are the Panthers. Bryce Young played well at times last year, but not enough there to compete for a division. And I like Penix. I think the Falcons have a talented roster, but they're the Falcons. Give me the Bucks. Give me the Bucks in that division. Too much talent.
All right, and then finally, when you look at that division, I'm going to go Rams, even though I'm very high on the 49ers.
Yeah, Cardinals, I think, stink. Seahawks aren't very good. I'm going to go 49ers in that one. I think they're going to surprise some people this year. Not the most talented 49ers team. They're really banged up offensively, but McCaffrey's still there. I think Pearsall's a good player. I think they do have talent on defense still. So I say the 49ers win that division.
Who wins the AFC and NFC, guess?
I said it last year, and I was wrong. I'm going to try again this year, Joe. I'm going to say the Baltimore Ravens come out of the AFC.
I had the Ravens, too.
We're too like-minded tonight, Joe. Who do you have in the NFC?
Packers.
Yeah, I don't think the Eagles are going to go back. I think teams are going to play them differently this year. I don't want to
Packers Ravens would be interesting.
Be a good one.
It'd be different.
We can't have the same pick though. So I'm trying to rack my brain for who could win the NFC, but Eagles and Packers feel like the clear 1-2 teams. I guess we're going to call it the night show predictions, Joe. I'm going to go Packers Ravens as well. It's boring, but that's where we're at.
Packers Ravens plus 2,800 to be the matchup. I like that. We could split that in half. I like that. That's a great number, huh? And what were we looking for? MVP? Awards? Regular season MVP, Lamar Jackson is the favorite.
He got hosed last year, I think.
Yeah, I'm going Lamar because I know it's like, all right, if I went with someone that wasn't a front runner favorite, I like Justin Herbert plus 2,000.
I like Burrow here. I think you're right about the offense there. I think they're going to light it up. I think, they're ready this year. They were not ready last year. Those guys actually played in the preseason this year. I think Burrow's going to have a monster year, but I just think his defense and his head coach are going to let him down again late in the season.
I got Omarion Hampton and Abdul Carter as offensive and defensive player of the year.
I like Cam Ward. Yeah. I think Cam Ward's pretty good. I think he's going to surprise some people. I think his team isn't very good, but I think Cam Ward is pretty good. And then you said Abdul Carter. I like. Is it Michael Williams? Mikel Williams?
Michael, yep.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's going to be pretty good. You're not a Travis Hunter guy, Joe.
Nope.
Not buying in?
Nope. He could get something, right? Offensive, maybe. How about Offensive Player of the Year? Saquon Barkley's the favorite, followed by Jamar Chase, Jahmyr Gibbs, Derrick Henry, Bijan, and Justin Jefferson. You know who's sneaky on that list? Christian McCaffrey.
I think Bijan's a little sneaky on that list too. I think the Falcons are really going to lean on him. Penix, we'll see what he looks like, but I think Bijan has a chance to be really good this year. And I don't know, Jamar Chase just feels like a guy who you can count on every week.
Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going TJ Watt, plus 950.
What's Aiden Hutchinson on that list?
Plus 700.
Okay, so he's. I would not have guessed he was.
Parsons is the favorite.
Is he? Okay. Yeah, Hutchinson coming back from an injury. I think that's an injury. Maybe comeback player of the year. He's probably the heavy favorite in that one. Yeah, Parsons, maybe they just give it to him because it looks good. Who knows?
Coach of the Year, Mike Vrabel's the favorite at plus 600. Give me Ben Johnson, plus 700 in Chicago.
Coach of the Year.
Matt LaFleur is plus 2,000 as well. It's a good one.
What do you think of Kyle Shanahan, plus 1,600?
I like it. I think the 49ers will be better. I do. They're just without wide receivers at the moment. So maybe they have to rely on their running game, you know? Comeback Player of the Year, it's probably going to be Dak Prescott.
What are his and Hutchinson's odds?
Both plus 275. How about Stephon Diggs?
He'd have to really go off to beat those guys, I think.
Plus 3,000.
Yeah, I don't see it.
What about J.J. McCarthy?
That's a good one. One I wouldn't have thought of. But if he, has the Vikings fighting for a playoff spot, he should be in the consideration for sure. Is he? He's not eligible for Rookie of the Year, right? It's not like the NBA.
No.
Yeah.
What about Daniel Jones?
No. No.
You should have saw the look from both of you guys.
No.
All right. I believe that's all our awards, right? Anything else that we missed? Oh, who's winning the Super Bowl? I got the Ravens.
Joe, you beat me to it, but I want to see Lamar get one. I think he was robbed of the MVP. And, it's the MVP. Who really cares? I get it. But Lamar was... You look at his season last year. He was historically good. He's unbelievable to watch. I'd like to see the Ravens and Lamar get one.
Our chat wants to know if there's any odds on Tyreek Hill getting arrested. I don't see odds on that.
Where's Lip Shots when you need him? Maybe
I don't know. Where is
find some Mr. Pickles for that one.
People say, watch out for Dallas.
It's going to be Dallas.
That's still one of the greatest quotes.
And it's going to be Dallas. Bill Belichick, you think he... what do you think his post game was like the other night?
Not great.
What do you think he does after that? He goes out for some cookout or something in North Carolina?
I think he got patted on the head and was told how great he was.
You don't think Jordan lets him hear it when they get back to the apartment there or wherever they're staying down there?
Oh, she's embarrassed. There are 7 teams, dude, now that I'm thinking about it. Right? How many teams are seated? There's 7. So we missed a team.
Yep, we did. So we're doing it on the fly, Joe.
The Chiefs are still out. I don't care what anybody says.
Give me the Jags.
Give me the Pittsburgh. And then I've got San Fran.
Yeah, I like that. I'm in on that. I think McCaffrey's going to, you can't say McCaffrey's going to surprise people because he's Christian McCaffrey, but I think some people have written him off a little too much.
What do you think about Seattle being written off?
I don't know. That head coach.
Sam Darnold? McDaniel, we didn't like him last year.
Yeah, and all they really have is JSN, and they lost DK. Kenneth Walker, I think, is better than people think, but are him and Zach Charbonnet enough? I don't know. They don't have a ton of weapons there.
And just so you know, I have the Lions out. I think the turnover to their coaching staff can really hurt them this year.
They lost what? They lost Aaron Glenn and
offensive, defensive.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a It used to happen to the Patriots every once. Well, McDaniels never really left, but he tried to. But
Washington I have in there, but I have the 49ers sneaking in. I don't know why. I don't know how we missed that, but whatever.
Doing it on the fly.
New formats. All right, there it is. You got to get that cut up on the website at some point. Our season predictions.
Kerry Ann in Seattle was telling us that the Seahawks are being very overhyped in Seattle, and they're being predicted for 11 wins by some local media members.
Sounds like the Patriots.
That it does.
Sounds like the Patriots. All right, well, the Red Sox game is over, I think. Thankfully.
Mercifully, I think.
Let's get you the scores and headlines now.
Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
8-1. That was the final tonight. It was over before it ever started, and I'm still wondering if Jim Murray made it to his seats. Brendan Bernardino got the loss. That's not fair. He doesn't deserve that. Jordan Hicks. just put out tonight, we got the highly acclaimed, we got the Joe Murray combine measurements. 6'3", 372, shoe size 16, head size 8. Facts? Sounds pretty accurate, right, Skaz? I mean, who's the big guy that can't make the Buccaneers? Who I forget his name, but I don't know if I could do a conditioning drill these days, but I'd measure in very well. Very hefty. When I told Mike that the chair doesn't make me look that great, Mike thought I was blaming the chair. No, it's just that sometimes these things don't look good. Sometimes they don't look good. Also, George in the car has reached out to us. And it looks like Big Jim Murray, top of the 8th inning, was sitting front row. That's definitely Jim.
I mean, that is the upset of the century, and I don't think that's overstating it. The Big Jim was still at that game in the 8th inning.
So was that like
kudos to him.
Was that like a where's Jimbo kind of situation?
Where's Waldo, but where's Jim? I am shocked that he was at that game in the 8th inning.
Me too.
Stunned, to be honest.
I bet you he missed Jordan Hicks.
Didn't even get there in time. I mean, lucky if that happened. He didn't have to watch that.
Jim has responded, yes, anytime you can go to the worst game of the year, you got to do it. Someone really cut that. Like, someone's job is to watch the off-air show and post about it.
A job seems strong there. A hobby, maybe? Yes.
No. The Herald writes articles about it all the time. I don't know how that maybe, is good for them. I don't know. Well, how do we get jobs like that? Where I just critique everybody all day. Last night we got Big Ron. Haven't heard from him since. He's disappeared, Skaz, like a fart in the wind. Another Shawshank. There we go. Yeah, the measurements are real, everybody. And they're spectacular. All right, we got the musings coming up. What was on the rundown for tonight at this point? Oh, Kawhi Leonard. And you think we could do that in 3 minutes, guys?
A lot of reports out there. Pablo Torre finds out, is uncovering things left and right in the sports world. His most recent that Kawhi Leonard was being paid by a shell corporation, allegedly. That was he was getting over $20 million or something like that for planting trees that he was never planting or something like that.
So, well, maybe you're aware of this, Skaz, but remember Paulie from Sopranos? No-show job, it's called.
Yes. The dream.
The golden parachute. I can't stop doing the Paulie Walnuts. You got to put me as a waste management manager. I want $175,000 a year. Full pension. And they got it. A no-show job in the NBA. Wow. Imagine Steve Ballmer being like, hey, man, listen, we need you. I know that the Raptors want to give you $15 million, like a side hustle $15 million job. We got one that's 28.
I have a lot of thoughts on this, but quickly, this happens often. I believe this happens often. There are reports, too, that in the NBA, you can sign deals with what's the right way to put it? But not just sneaker companies, but brands that are associated with the owner or the building your team plays in. Like, you can have deals in the NBA that are based on the team you're playing for, and when you are traded or leave that team, those deals are null and void, basically.
It's called the co-op.
Yes. So, not completely unheard of, but it sounds like the way that Ballmer and Kawhi knowingly or unknowingly went about this is kind of the crux of this issue. I have no real qualms with it. I think it happens far more often than people think, or maybe people think it happens all the time, because I certainly think it does. I wonder how Steve Cohen feels reading reports like that. I think there are other owners in sports. I think, you look at some of Dirk's old contracts that, that you start smelling some things there, but that's all pure speculation, obviously.
The long story short
here. Yeah, billionaires are always doing shady business. How do you think they become billionaires?
How do you think the Celtics got bought?
Yeah, all up on the up and up, Joe. No private equity, dirty money there. All on the up and up.
You mean to tell me Wick Grousbeck is not still part owner because of what's going on right now? Or governor? Whatever you call it. Hey, guys, just I want to just hit this one home a little bit here. No show job. Mayor Menino, my good friend. Rest in peace, baby.
Hondo.
Come to find out, he's giving his boys free jobs as water workers at George Wright Golf Course.
We can all dream, Joe. We can all dream.
And listen, he's no longer with us. And this isn't political at all, by the way. This is like Goodfellas, right? Hey, you got to go take your job, man. I got somebody to do that one.
Oh, back to Shawshank. The guy's building the road there. He hands him the envelope full
That's
of
right, with the
graft,
pie.
a little graft. Yeah.
The pie.
Little
exactly.
pie.
Really need this railroad.
Yeah, my wife baked this for you. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I don't think there'll be a problem at all. But I'm not. Listen, I'm talking great about the mayor. He took care of the kids.
Hondo.
Right? Put a park, a turf field there. Really helped out the kids, man.
Local guy, good guy.
And there were a lot of guys on the payroll with no-show jobs. So you're not going to hear me say anything bad about Kawhi Leonard and Steve Ballmer and their no-show job.
I just asked, where do I sign? How do I get in on that?
I think the days are over. Because, again, I told you about my...
Oh, apparently not, Joe. If a guy in the NBA is doing it,
yeah,
what do you mean the days are
Kawhi
over?
Leonard.
Yeah. Well, for me and you, maybe, yes.
They tried to keep him in Toronto. And he goes, no. You like apples? How about them apples?
He likes trees, Joe. He's planting trees. That's what he likes.
I heard stories today that Kawhi really liked apples. All I know, and listen, I talked to Felger about this in the off-air show, but no show job in.
Hard in. Biggest in of the night.
Again, I can't say this enough. This was going on in this state for years. So don't you now look at Kawhi Leonard and say, tisk, tisk, tisk. You wanted it too. You would have done it too.
I mean, a million people have already made the joke, but is there a bigger expert in the NBA on no-show jobs than Kawhi Leonard over the last couple of years? I mean,
that's a good one.
The guy's been getting paid millions for a no-show. Him and Ben Simmons are, the no-show job kings right now.
That was a good one, Skaz.
I can't take credit. It's a lot of people have made that, but yes.
Maybe is that why he's not playing?
He doesn't need to. Got all that Arboretum money or whatever.
Kind of deal. I mean, James Harden just got in trouble. He had a restaurant, wasn't paid for. Who was supposed to pay that $2 million? Yeah. A no-show job restaurant. Oh, they're all over the place now. The NBA's dirty. But all I'm trying to say is the no-show job stuff, don't you tisk. How many of you were working on the Big Dig years ago and getting paid? Sorry, that's been going on for years. And don't tell me you don't know somebody or someone that had one. Don't you dare. This is me now. I'm really localizing this one. And maybe it's the boomers. I don't know what generation I'm talking to here. I'm 43, but I saw a lot of you guys do it. I saw it. I watched it. I saw you guys have to call someone to get paid every week. And you no-showed. I watched you. I know you all.
I mean, the people who aren't watching on YouTube right now are really missing out this segment because he was answering the phone, he was making the calls, he's pointing at people.
Oh,
very active.
Don't know. Don't. Kawhi Leonard, how could you? You did it too.
Where do I sign up?
And I'd still do it again, Skaz. It's still going on. Like, come on.
Yeah, do we think Kawhi Leonard's really going to... who gets in trouble for this? The Clippers get fined? That's all that's going to happen.
I know Josh Kraft is running for mayor. And again, not political at all here. But, Skaz, if I was ever mayor of Boston, I I'm hooking you up, bro.
Oh, man.
What do you want to do? Do you want to be the water fountain?
Yeah.
Golf course
yeah, there we go.
driver?
Yeah.
Man who cuts grass.
Golf course management.
There's plenty. There's Franklin Park. There's George Wright.
Gotta take care of them.
Right? They're
Institutions.
Beautiful courses.
Of course. Well maintained. It's my job.
Oh, this one, though, when I read about it today, for the people that are saying bad things, I'm out on all of you. All of you.
You're just jealous.
Oh, my God. Polly Walnuts. I'll never forget. Remember Finn was working? I mean, we all remember when Finn was working, right?
Oh, he was working.
That's why he needed the no-show job.
Yeah, keep you out of trouble.
That's Vito's fault.
It all comes back to Vito.
Meadows' kid should have never. Meadows' boyfriend should have never been working. He should have had a no-show job. Right? Am I right? In or out? In.
I mean, how can I?
He should have had a no-show job. I feel like I need a pinky ring for this segment.
A big cigar.
Oh, God. There are people in chat that are in on this one. They believe me.
Waste management.
Listen, I was never a wise guy or anything, but I saw it. Okay. This is supposed to be about Kawhi Leonard, but I'm making it about you. You're gonna go there, and you're gonna landscape that property. Paulie, remember the landscaping beat the crap out of the guy? Oh, God. No, Vito really, Finn should have never worked for that construction company. How the hell was he there? Vito, that's on Vito.
You're passing the buck, Joe. Passing the buck.
I bet you that's what Vito was thinking while he was talking to Johnny Cakes. All right. This was supposed to be a quick segment.
It all comes back to The Sopranos.
No show job. And I need it like Paulie. And I need somebody with gray in their sides. Or did he have black in his sides and gray on the top? I can't remember anymore what Paulie looked like. It's still happening. I'm not even saying in the NBA. It's happening. You got a friend? No show job. It helps on my taxes at the end of the year. We got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Zone.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5.
Jordan Hicks, everybody. He never mind. He stinks. Headlines have been brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss, a no-risk, all-reward path to real weight loss. If you're not happy with your results in the first week, get 100% off your money back. Awaken180weightloss.com. I'm Joe Murray. Let's do the music.
Boston's best sports talk. There's an app for that. Download the Sports Hub app for loads of stuff. Absolutely free. Connect with the shows, get podcasts, and more. Get it where you get your apps. Or at 985sportshub.com.
Sports on stuff in the world unrelated to sports. So sit back, relax, and get your mind in the game. And listen to the words of a grown man complaining.
All right, Murray's Musings. It's our last night with Skaz for the rest of the week. All right, well, Skaz, I've been saving this one for you. I think I might have told you the story yesterday, but I brought up the Reddit chat where someone said, hey, I like Joe Murray, but are you sick of him always talking about poop? And believe it or not, most of the, I would say 75-25 people in favor of Joe talking poop. Now, the 25% really hated me. And that's fine. I'll take it. But I figured, you know what? Why don't we go out with a little bit of a pop poop? Would you say 75-25? I don't know if you saw the Reddit.
I saw it when you originally sent it over. I didn't check back in, but 25%, Joe. I think that's good.
I'll take that all day.
They hate you, Joe, or did they hate the poop talk?
A little bit of both. Kind of half. 50, was it?
You can't have one without the other, I guess.
Well, for those that are wanting, I've been waiting to talk to Skaz about this one. A heroic mission by a pilot who completed a 6-hour flight with no working toilets, human waste spilling onto the floor, and passengers going in their pants. My thoughts.
Give me a quick overview of the situation. What actually transpired?
Virgin Australia has apologized after passengers on a flight from Bali to Brisbane overnight were left without any working toilets during what one described as a filthy, humiliating nightmare. In a statement, Virgin said that the flight took off with one rear toilet out of service, but then the remaining 2 lavatories became unserviceable during the last 1 hour and 40 minutes of the flight. However, passenger Aaron, who was on board flight, it departed Bali Thursday afternoon with one working toilet, but it too broke down about halfway through the 6-hour flight. Does Virgin Australia have anything to do with it? Do you know? I don't know anything about that flight. Are they negligent for having the toilets this way?
I mean, the airline should be responsible for the toilets working on the aircraft, no?
So,
human waste leaking onto the floor seems like someone's liable for that. Someone's got to be responsible.
I think you need working toilets, so I'm in.
What a hot take.
They were telling people to urinate in bottles. Passengers were relieving themselves in toilets that were already filled to the brim with relief.
All over again, but this is the poop flight.
This is worse. They told them to poop in a bag. This is going again in a toilet that people have already gone in.
I have a small issue with the headline, too. A heroic flight by the captain. They're giving him, heaps of praise for this. I would imagine they have their own bathroom. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misinformed there, but I don't remember seeing the captain of the plane, walk down the aisle to go to the bathroom during a flight.
You're right. Was it just to catch the flight?
Yeah,
again,
I don't know.
This is these digital content people who make headlines and thumbnails, but it's not the story you read. It's just to get, it's to get you. But they got me. So here we are. One person said that the human waste eventually leaked onto the floor. The crew told us we would have to relieve ourselves in bottles or on top of whatever was already in the toilet. Oh my God, there's a giant turkey in my photo. I can't see that. Toilets quickly clogged and overflowed with human waste, urine, and used toilet paper. The stench spread through the aircraft, seeping onto the floor.
You never want to see the word seeping.
Would you be like this the whole time though?
I think I'd be throwing up.
I think I would be too.
Yeah, and that's not helping anybody. What do I mean, these days I'm happy when a plane just lands. That's my biggest fear with air travel these days. But if I had to go through that, I mean,
Well, should we commend the pilot? I mean, that's...
For what?
Maybe the stench was hard. Maybe he got everybody there on time, right?
I'll give him credit for the plane landing safely, but...
landed safely, on schedule.
Yeah, but everyone in the plane had to go immediately shower and throw their clothes in a biohazard. Like, what are we doing here?
According to the passengers who spoke with the publication, after the cabin crew announced that all lavatories would be out of service for the remainder of the flight, one elderly woman was unable to wait and suffered the humiliation.
No one wants to see that.
I don't want to see that.
I don't need to see an old lady soil herself on an airplane.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not ashamed to say this, right in the pants. I'm serious. I don't know why. Like, are you shocked that I'm seriously saying this?
Right in the pants. Please elaborate.
Are you going to add to the toilets, guys?
I would rather add to the toilet than sit in my own filth, Joe. I would be, either way, you're a menace to society at this point, but I would feel better if my, filth was seeping into the floor than if it was seeping into my own pants. Why am I like this? You're taking one for the team, Joe, but the team is an airplane in this case. It's a long 6-hour flight, they said, 6.5 hours. I'm not sitting in that for 6.5 hours, Joe. I'm sorry.
What if it was 2 hours?
I'm doing everything in my power to hold it if it's 2 hours.
You ever try to hold it, but you can't?
Of course.
That hurts.
Yeah, I'm human.
Like, what that feeling is like.
Sometimes you can't hold it, Joe. The Hershey Highway will get you.
The Hershey Highway always gets you. You never could win. But sometimes there's bumper-to-bumper traffic. The bottle has come into play for everybody. I haven't used a bottle in at least 30 years.
But you have.
Like when I was 11. Maybe when I was a drunk teenager.
Yeah. But on an airplane, if turbulence is happening,
I hold it until I can't.
And then you're going in the pants, Joe, is what you're saying.
Well, not if the lavatories work.
Well, the lavatories aren't working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what's the process when you exit the airplane? Then?
Sorry.
You waddling out of there?
I'm going to tell the people that are around me. I'm going to say, listen, guys.
I don't know if you need to say anything, Joe. Your words might be, you might not need to say a thing. I think that would be, you'd be spoken for at that point.
You're right. I don't have to explain myself to anybody, especially after I crapped my pants.
So if it's leaking on the floor, everybody just walking off that plane with their filthy shoes and just smelling as bad as can be?
What
Human
about
feces
what about
everywhere?
the airport? Where do they land? What about that place? Has that place been scrubbed?
That plane should never be flown again.
Yeah, just retire it.
Throw that thing away.
Put it in a museum. Yeah. I survived.
I don't know. Scrap that thing. Get some metal.
I survived 6 hours in the.
I don't know if I'm getting on a plane again after that.
Aren't you tomorrow?
If I was on that plane though, I don't know.
I need to know tomorrow.
If the bathrooms work,
just give me an emoji. I don't know. Just
is there a flush emoji?
Just let me. Any issues on the flight? I want to know.
Oh, you'll know, Joe. You'll know. I'm not a man that likes air travel. I did discuss potentially driving to this wedding, but was overruled on that one.
I will say this. I respect everything. It's hard. And listen, it could happen, right? We could be in the air. The toilets don't work. I respect everybody. I'm laughing because...
What, they have like a Dave Matthews Band situation where they're just dumping the feces in the air? Like, what's going on? How does it get that backed up?
Feces in the air.
Yeah.
Feces in the air. Feces everywhere. Sorry. That's what popped in my head. Feces in the air.
That's going to be in your head all night now.
What was the one I had the other day? Oh, Mr.
Borgalis. Mr. Andy Borgalis.
Andy Borgalis. Man, we could have our own summer hits, huh?
Joey's remixes.
What are you doing? What are you doing? A lot of people tell me about that one. They're like, you really weren't getting any answers. I go, could you tell? You guys were just watching me?
I was letting
How long
cook,
can we
Joe.
let him go? Exactly.
Sometimes you got to let it breathe.
Oh, man. Anything else going on? Any other? So, what's your? Do you drive to the airport? How does that happen? Do you park a car? Do you get Uber? What do you do? Ride share?
I'll probably be doing the the Logan bus thing there. It's early, so
boy,
it's not too bad. It's like $10 a day or something like that. I don't know. I hate traveling. I hate flying, so I'm not looking forward to it.
Do you rent a car?
I don't think we will have to for this, but I'm not 100% sure of that. I think it's all downtown.
So I didn't realize how big Texas was.
Joe.
No. You know how people say everything's bigger in Texas?
It's a pretty big state.
I went for WrestleMania to Dallas a couple of years ago, and
it's got to be Dallas.
You know, I didn't rent a car, and I should have. I could have got one for like $200 for like the week, which was cheap. Instead, I just used rideshare everywhere. I must have spent $800 in rideshares. And listen, it's because that's how far into, like, for example, I took a bus from Dallas to Arlington. Dude, that's further than Boston to Foxborough. Right? And don't we always laugh about, like, hey, Boston's like 25 miles away? I couldn't believe how far that was. But anyways, Chicago, you probably don't need to rent a car, right? You're in the city.
Yeah, I'm hoping not.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, if you go to Texas, just look how far everything is. We have another intern, River. Remember, he said he's from Vermont.
Yes.
He's driving from Springfield. I told him he's crazy.
Yes.
But he lives in Vermont, and he drives everywhere. It's 2 hours. So, like, I guess in his defense, it's not far for him. I am not driving to Springfield. What would get me to Springfield?
Not. I don't know.
When Lifshatz got married, I had to go out there. That's about it. I'd love to check out the casino, though. And I'd happily stay at the MGM if everyone wants to invite the show. We're happy to go out.
Did a street team event there with Rick Middleton.
Ooh.
Very nice guy. It was a good street team event. A little Bruins event over there at MGM. That was years ago, though. Probably 5-6 years ago at this point.
Street team bringing you back to the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Sharing your street team. I never worked. I was the street team. I always wanted to do something like that. Oh, well. What's today's date? September 3rd, huh?
September 3rd. Can I just give you a quick musing, Joe?
Please.
NFL Red Zone is going to ESPN, and there are commercials now. Twitter in an uproar today about the commercials, people blaming ESPN. Pat McAfee saying, no one's going to care about this because he works for Disney and ESPN. So I get his stance. My problem is not so much with the commercials on Red Zone. My problem is with people thinking this is ESPN's decision, that this has anything to do with ESPN. This has nothing to do with ESPN.
Who is it to do with?
This is the NFL. The NFL is in charge of Red Zone. They always have been. It is their product. What NFL and Red Zone are doing is they're passing the buck, as we mentioned before. NFL and Red Zone was its own thing for so long that they didn't want to put commercials on it because it was their product. It was theirs. This is the NFL commercial-free Sundays, 7 straight hours commercial-free football. We've heard the very annoying Scott Hansen say it, for years now. Now that ESPN is in charge of Red Zone, the NFL is still in charge of everything that Red Zone is, the production, the commercials, everything. It is the NFL, not ESPN. The NFL is now using ESPN as a shield to put commercials into Red Zone, and I guarantee you these commercials will be ESPN Bet, there'll be WWE, there'll be all these new partnerships, but your problem should not be with ESPN. Your problem should be with the NFL. So now that it's going to a third party, to ESPN, they're putting commercials in there, not because of ESPN, but because the NFL wants to make more money. So that's what it is.
So the way to explain it is the NFL merged with ESPN. ESPN wants to sell some of their ad space, but really the NFL is dictating what they can do and what they can't do.
So the NFL gets out perfectly in this. They get to get a part of the ad revenue from ESPN, and everyone is going to blame ESPN for their decision because it's now on their network, but the NFL is the one behind this. Yeah. They run Red Zone.
Both will profit, though.
Absolutely.
Oh, if I'm ESPN, now you can sell this, right? Now you can have like a team of people, hey, sign up for this subscription. You could have like literally a business development team and a sales team and you know what I mean? Like you could look at churn and all this. Like you could make, this thing is now business, baby. They call it SaaS, software as a service. Sales as a, you know what I mean? Software sales as a service. Wait, software as sales service. Yes. SaaS.
You're going to like one of the birthdays we have today, Joe. It's very relevant to tonight's show. I will say that.
Give it to me.
Joe, it is one Whitey Bulger's birthday today.
Get out of
Almost a little too on the nose for tonight's show. A bad man, Whitey Bulger.
How old?
He was born on this day in 1929, so he would have been, 96 years old today?
And he got killed, within the last 10 years?
2018, I believe.
You mean to tell...
This is the theme of the night, Joe. Theme of the night. Sometimes you can't write it. You can't script it.
He won the lottery twice, guys.
Some other people have done that as well that had some things not go so well for him lately. Won the lottery twice? Is that what you're telling me?
I know there's next. Who else? Who has his birthday, is it?
Let's see. Who else's birthday is it today, Joe? It is Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols' birthday today. He's 70 years old. It is Charlie Sheen's 60th birthday today. 60 years old, Charlie Sheen.
Can't wait for that documentary. You know, I will tell you guys, Two and a Half Men's not a terrible show. Like, what I'm saying is, it's like a 6.5.
I really enjoy... is it Berta, the housekeeper?
She's Bertha or Berta?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But she
always busted his balls.
She's great in Mr. Deeds as well.
Yes.
She's very, very good.
Berna?
So, something. I think it's Berta, maybe something like that. Yeah, but very funny. The only
she was technically the maid.
I think that's correct. As housekeeper, yeah. But she was
really housekeeping?
I don't know. It is the Flying Tomato Shaun White's 39th birthday today.
Do you think he's still doing flips and stuff?
I feel like I've seen him. Maybe is he doing like NASCAR or something? I have no idea. But only 39. Would have thought he was a little older.
Musician Al Hardeen, 83 years old today. Ashley Jones, 49 years old. True Blood? All right, this is the one I saw on Instagram today. Is it Kai Gerber? Guys, I'm 43. This woman's 20 years younger than me, okay? So I don't know anything. But on Instagram and like other young platforms, I would call it TikTok, she was like hyped up for her birthday party and TMZ had something on. And I'm like, so I was thinking about birthdays.
Do you know who she is, Joe?
I've
never heard of Kai Gerber before in my life until this very moment. I just Googled her, Joe. She is the daughter of someone very famous.
Is it Chevy Chase?
She is Cindy Crawford's daughter.
Oh, yes.
So I would imagine that's...
I did know that.
So I did not know that, but yes.
What did she do with Chevy? She did something with Chevy Chase, right? I don't know why I can't...
I literally did not know of her existence until.
But no, today though. So Cindy Crawford's daughter.
Yes,
Yeah,
she was in the Saturday Night movie, so maybe that's her Chevy Chase
Cindy
connection.
Crawford was an absolute bombshell beauty. Had a beautiful dimple, tan skin, like she was awesome, and she was in like all those Revlon commercials. She was classy, Skaz. Like, you know, she would be on like the cover of Glamour magazine. Nothing, you know, provocative or anything to that degree. She was mint. I don't know how else to say it. But today's her daughter's birthday. Iman Vellani? Marvel? You know who that guy is?
I do not know.
You mentioned Sean Mort Walker, cartoonist, and Ferdinand Porsche.
Got nothing for you there. Jenny Finch.
Oh, she can throw a fastball.
Her birthday today as well. 1980.
Does she still play?
Shoot celebrity softball game or whatever.
She was awesome in that game. I feel like I only watched for her sometimes.
It is also the freak Javon Curse's birthday today.
So the guy in that party rock band, Red Foo, do you know who that is?
He's
the
him
guy
and Gronk.
with the big glasses.
Yeah, he
and
would
the
hang
hair.
out with Gronk every once in a while.
He's 50.
Yeah, him and his nephew, I believe, were that band. I think.
Steve Sharippa.
His birthday today?
Bobby Bakalava.
Wow. Likes his trains.
Bacala. 68.
Now he's
years
doing
old.
like dog food commercials.
Him and Chris have a podcast together. Something about Sopranos.
It's also Mighty Mouse's birthday today. Damon Stoudemire.
Oh, we pulled one of his cards yesterday. All right. We're late. Should we do the headline?
We're going to break headline break, Joe.
All right, we'll do that next year on 98 Found the Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
I just love hearing some Alice in Chains. That's all. You know, is in the back talking to Mark. He's one of our interns. Goes to Curry. We'll get him in here at some point. We'll get you in a studio someday, Mark, and we'll have fun with you, and we'll introduce you to the world, which I know you already have. You've been on the air twice, so I mean, you're doing all right, I guess. But I was talking to him in the back, and you know, just without like a take or anything like that, the Red Sox loss tonight was very disappointing. And it was a bad day, right? Like, things happen to teams. Last night they had the reality that potentially they could be missing out on Roman Anthony, and today they get the word in the MRI. Last night they said it was a gut punch, and today they didn't show. They went with the opener. Kyle Harrison didn't work out. Bernardino gave them what they needed early on, but then Jordan Hicks blew up again, and the fire alarm went off. And they quit. They punted on the night. They did. It happens, right? You just thought that it wouldn't happen with this Red Sox team anymore, right? They've been fighting back from adversity. They've been pulling together. But winning that 7 of 8 and returning home and going 2-3 at home against the Pirates and Guardians? That's the take. That is the disappointment. They're better than that. But that just shows you they still are teetering. They should be a playoff team, but they could teeter. There are plenty of doubters that are out there. They're out there. People don't think the Red Sox can do it. They're teetering, though. The guy I think needs to step up the most is Alex Bregman. I just feel like he needs to be the guy that they gave $40 million to, and what happened tonight? He went 0 for 4, no show. I'm going to be riding his ass the rest of the way. I'm sorry. Yes, guys. I woke you up at 10:45. I'm going to be riding him. Bregman, $40 million. Bregman, $40 million. Be Alex Bregman. Be Alex Bregman. He's not. And I gave some numbers out earlier today regarding Garrett Crochet. That's PTSD right there. Garrett Crochet. And I feel like it's the same story, right? With Chris Sale. When they go longer into the season, their ERAs get worse. But what we brought up was after 5 days has been his issue. 4 days and then pitching on the 5th day has been his issue. He's got a 3.40 ERA. But when he gets 5 days, it's in the 2s. And when he gets 5 or more, it's under 2. So let's play it out. He didn't pitch tonight. They're off tomorrow. You got Peyton Tolley on Friday. And then, or is it Dustin? Like, I don't even know now. May, Tolley, I don't know what they're doing. Do you know, Skaz? I feel like I don't even know.
Who knows? Tolley. I don't think they know. It's going to be Tolley.
It says Tolley.
Who knows? Because we were told it was going to be what? Harrison and then Dustin May. And yeah, it was Bernardino and Jordan Hicks.
Okay, so we get the 2 days. Today, tomorrow. Tolley Friday. Bayo Saturday. Giolito Sunday, right? That's 5 days? So Sale would pitch on Monday?
Crochet.
Why have I done that? Why? No! At least I'm not saying Mac Jones. Is it because he's a lefty? Or is it because we've had this conversation before? About the star ace pitcher fading as the season goes along. So my crochet take is you should expect him on 5 days or more rest to pitch better than he's been. So I'm not ready to throw the big C up of concern yet, but they're teetering, no doubt. So that means that he'd be on the road Monday night against the A's. Man, next week we get West Coast baseball, guys. Monday to where do they play now? Sacramento? Wonder what that trip's like.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't be a fun one.
So at Arizona, at the A's. Then you get what? 3 more with the Yankees, then 3 more. Oh, these teams are a pain, bro. I know people think that's an easy schedule. It probably is. They should be favored in a lot of these games. But without the meat in that lineup, man, how are they going to compete with some of these teams? I don't know. But so if we play it right with Crochet, he'll then get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would he miss the Yankee series? That might be an important game. September 14th, Sunday Night Baseball. That should be Crochet night. If you push him back, you get him back with the A's. Then he'd pitch against the Rays. And then you could pitch him in Detroit if you need it. He's going to make 3-4 more starts, right? You hope? Red Sox are teetering, people. They need to hang on. They need a good road trip. Let's see, 6 games on the road on a getaway day today. They lose. And then the Yankees the following week. It's going to be a hell of a couple of weeks here. Patriots open up this week. Red Sox go on the road. And then, boom, Yankees the same week as Dolphins week. Ooh, yeah. In on that. We'll take our final break of the night. We'll do that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray.
here. Final segment here. We're heading out 5 minutes. Skaz going to the Midwest. I'm going to New Hampshire. Live free or die, live free and play. Tomorrow night, I'll be at the Brook Casino in Seabrook, New Hampshire, just over the border. We'll be at the DraftKings Sportsbook there, broadcasting live myself, Alex Barth. I have invited Kendra. I'm gonna follow up with her today. Tomorrow. Whatever day it is. What day is it? Wednesday? Hey, the football season opens tomorrow night. Can I give you a musings? I know we did it an hour ago. How do you feel about the reply all on an email?
Hard out on that. Depending on, circumstance, but 90% of reply all is unnecessary. Reply to who you need to send the message to. I love when someone accidentally replies all. That's always great.
And then they send it and they go, oops.
Yeah. Yes. We don't need the oops.
That's a good one. We don't need the oops. I like that, Skaz. We could make that one a bumper sticker. That was my musings. Brook Casino tomorrow night, everybody. I'll see you there. Two things I wanted to get into. Let's do the bad first. Jordan Hicks' ERA right now has ballooned to 8.20 in 21 appearances. He allowed 4 runs tonight on 4 hits, 1 homer. He recorded one out. Opponents have batted .321 against him this year. He's given up 20 runs, 17 of them earned, 25 hits, 12 walks in 15. Wait a second. He's thrown 18 innings, Skaz? He has 12 walks?
Feels low.
How about the 15 strikeouts? Does that feel low in 18 innings?
Feels high.
It feels high, huh? Oh, they wanted to sign this guy in free agency? Like, what the hell are they thinking here? This guy's not right. Shut him down.
DFA him.
Do it in the offseason when we don't have, it's like a Friday news dump. I won't let the Friday news dump slide, though. I never do. I crushed...
no dump slide.
Who
on
did
the
I
night
crush
show.
recently for dumping something late?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it the sale of the Celtics? Got dumped on a Friday. I was pissed. Of Labor Day weekend or whatever. No, one of the weekends.
It's a Memorial Day? I don't even remember.
I was upset about that one. So that's the bad. You want the good. I think we should give a shout out to one Duron Harmon. Retiring. Let me just give you my quick one on him. He was the captain of Rutgers. He captained the McCourties. He captained the other corner there that played there. He's now a broadcaster. What's his name? Why am I thinking from Rutgers? Logan Ryan. But when he got to the NFL, he wasn't really projected to be a prospect. He lasted in the league and played for multiple teams, and he was nicknamed the closer. Why? On the three safety set, he was the free safety deep and made a lot of big plays and was in the right position and right place at the right time. Congratulations to Ron Harmon.
Yeah, I would second that. He was he was much better than Scal, but in the same vein as the human victory cigar. Like when Harmon was out there, he would make a play. The game was over. He was the closer. Yeah. I'm a little underrated player, but yeah, he was a good Patriot.
Like I don't want to say unsung.
He wasn't as good as Logan Ryan or obviously the McCourties, but he was a solid pro.
He'd start on this team.
Without a doubt.
He'd be one of their starting safeties. Because he'd mentor. He'd be he would know what his strengths are. I don't want to use unsung hero, but one of the when people use the word sneaky valuable